Hello and welcome to our Cardiff Met Sport TV live stream. We've got quite a good day of fixtures ahead for you today. We've got the women's football that's been delayed by 15 minutes. They look to kick off at 2 o'clock. Then we've got the women's rugby, who currently sit top of the Buck Super Rugby table. They'll be taking on Exeter at 3:30. And then we've got the men's rugby, who play Loughborough 3 hours later at 6:30. It's all on Cardiff Met Sport TV. We'll be staying on this live stream. Cardiff Met women's football team will be looking to keep up their good run of form at home. Let's take a look at what happened the last time they played at King Coyd.
Fourth place, Cardiff Met welcome. Second place, Hartbury, and it's promising to be a thrilling encounter. Mandy Gustafsson taking the shot on.
It's gone in!
It's gone in! Mandy Gustafsson with the first goal of the game.
Out of nowhere. That was a brilliant finish. Down right of the keeper. That was really good finish.
Plays the ball, Tiggy Webb, she's got time. She plays the ball forward to Jen Lurrick. She's got time here, and she slots it past Katie Thatcher in goal. 2-0 to Cardiff Met, and we can see the fans here and hear the fans shouting Ewick. As Kilburn Thompson, she's in behind here. Oh, great! Oh, just across the box. Ball is still there with Sally Grimm. She's looking for options. Is she going to go by herself? She plays the ball back to Gracie Batsford. Takes an effort. Oh, what a goal! Lobbed the ball over the keeper into the left side of the goal.
It's an absolute beauty of a strike.
There. She's got time there. Take the effort on. What a goal from Jen Lurrick. What an excellent effort. Just lobbed the keeper from about 35 yards out. What a goal. The ball is back with Cardiff Met here. Crossing the ball. Oh, the ball is in. What's happened there? Mandy Gustafsson with a cross, and the ball's ended up in the back of the net. What a bizarre goal.
Now, into the centre half role at the moment, and I tell you what, we spoke before about how good the Met defenders are on the ball, and if she's gone back into the centre half, we're looking at real talent.
Ball in behind number 15 here. Plays it into the middle. She's got time and space. Can she score? Excellent goal for Cardiff Met. That makes the score 6-0 to the Archers. What an afternoon and what a game here at King Coyd campus. Cardiff Met will be delighted with that performance, and they'll be hoping to take that into future weeks.
And I'm joined now by the women's captain, Grace Corn. Grace, thank you so much for joining me.
Nice.
Let's just chat a bit about that 6-0 win. Obviously, huge goal difference there. First game you've been able to keep a clean sheet in the last 6. What are there any lessons or anything you've learned from that game that Dan's probably going to try and implement to the game today?
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, we haven't had the greatest of results previously, so to come off the back of a 6-0 win, I'm sure the girls are looking at that, this week and, showing that we can do that, especially at home. So hopefully they got their shooting boots on and we can replicate that today.
And obviously you were telling me off camera that you're injured for 2 weeks with a calf injury.
Yeah.
Who are they bringing in instead of you, and do you think Dan's going to make any tactical differences in your absence?
No, I mean, we've got a lot of backup, throughout the squad. So there's girls who can certainly step into my position and do just as well. So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys will see that today.
Fantastic. You were telling me as well about the last game against Hartbury where you played them away and you drew 2-2. Is there anything that, Dan's the new coach, he's just come in the season. Is there any specific ethos or tactical influence that he's deployed on you that's got you playing a bit differently, playing a bit tighter defensively maybe?
No, I mean, we've, like I said, away in our fixtures in Bucks, we've not been as good. So hopefully, being at home today, we can sort of rectify it. And, the week before last, we showed obviously with a 6-0 win that home were a lot stronger. So yeah.
Now, you played Essex not that long ago. It was a 3-2 loss away.
Yeah.
Are there any lessons that you learned from that game that you think you'll be implementing today?
Yeah, I mean, they're a strong side, and we definitely learned that in that game. But again, like I said, our away form's not been good, so hopefully, again, we can stick to our winning ways at home and show them today, how good we are.
Do you think the freezing cold temperatures might have an impact Obviously, from Cardiff, we're used to the cold air.
Yeah.
You think those posh ones up in Exeter won't be used to it, and maybe
I
they'll
hope so.
struggle to adjust.
I mean, our girls are all hard as nails, so they should be fine.
Speaking of hard as nails, we've got to talk about Sophie Ingle. Obviously, Cardiff Met alumni.
Yeah.
She's the Women's Super League appearance holder. What kind of influence, or having someone like that to look up to you, who's obviously come through that same pathway as you, what kind of impact does that have on you?
I mean, it's brilliant, and being Welsh myself and growing up in the environment and seeing, Sophie Ingle play, watching her play, she's always had a big influence on me, and I know with a lot of my teammates she's had the same sort of influence, so she's a great role model, especially for the younger generation and even my generation now, for someone to look up to, so yeah.
Fantastic, and they've got a huge game against Iceland on Friday. Will you be there, and what are your score predictions for it?
It's a big game, so I'm hoping, to get tickets or at least watch it on TV. I want to say 2-1 Wales. We'll go with that one.
Fantastic. Now, Thanksgiving, it's just been, you've got 2 Americans on your team, Jen Larrick and Maddie Stapherson. How are they settling into life at Cardiff? Because I imagine it's quite different from than green grass over the Pacific.
Yeah, they've been here for a while now, and I'm good friends with both of them, and they love it here, well, as they say. So they're loving football. They're playing really well. Jen, in that 6-0 win, I think she grabbed 2 goals. So hopefully again she can replicate that. And yeah, they're good to be part of the team.
Well, Grace, thank you so much for coming in. I've got to get a score prediction for the game today.
I'm going to go 3-0, Cardiff Met.
3-0. You have to retain that defensive stronghold.
Hopefully, yeah.
Kincoid's turning into a bit of that Britannia Stadium.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a cold Wednesday night at Kincoid,
3-0 win.
3-0 win. Fantastic. Well, Grace, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For those of you that didn't know, this programme is run entirely by students here at Cardiff Met Sport TV. So let's take a look at one of the more recent Bucks Super Rugby live streams and how our students got on there.
My name is Mackenzie Squires. I'm doing the Broadcast Masters course, and tonight I was the director for the live stream for Cardiff Met versus Exeter. Quite nervous at the start, to be fair, but as it went on, it just got more comfortable, understood it more, which I think it's the same for everyone. They've all been doing new roles tonight, but you're never going to go too wrong because you got Ado to my right, got Joe there as well. Ado's on it as well. If I'm missing something, he's usually already done it. So yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. These run 3 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but they're full on, and it's really good. We've got our own sort of sport media room where we all sort of work. So yeah, it's brilliant. I think week on week we're just getting a bit closer, just more skilled as well, more knowledgeable about the things that need to be going to a show like a live stream tonight. Yeah, definitely direct again. It was full on. I think we had like six cameras tonight, but yeah, brilliant. Like I said, as it goes on, you just get a bit more confident, and after doing it tonight, you realise the mistakes you've made, and coming into it again, hopefully smash it.
And any final thoughts?
Up the arches.
Well, it's a pleasure to be part of the production team at Cardiff Met Sport TV. I'm joined by a fellow master student, Steph Leonard. Steph is our Bucks correspondent for the day. Steph, talk me through what's happening on campus.
Yeah, well, a really exciting day here at King Coyd once again, as is every Wednesday. An exciting game for us as well. It's exciting games across the board. So we're starting first, obviously, with the women's ones, who will be taking on Essex, and that will be live. All three of these games will be live. We'll also have the women's rugby taking on Exeter later tonight at Rugby 1. That will be live streamed. And then we have the men who take on Loughborough tonight in the final game of the day. That'll be a really exciting occasion. But across campus, there are plenty of stuff happening. The water polo, they have the chance to clinch the title today at King Coyd. We made the joke earlier, let's hope it goes swimmingly for them. That would be a great day.
Well, I'm sure Exeter will be looking to make quite a splash, stopping them from winning the title.
Leave the jokes to me.
That's my one joke done for the day.
And then later on in the Archers Arena at 7:45, the men's first basketball take on Essex at the Archers Arena. Now that's going to be a tough game for all involved. Essex, top of the league, but if Cardiff Met can come out victorious today, they could flip-flop themselves back up to third in the league. So a very important game for them as well and all involved. And just before we came live on the men's football thirds, they took on Swansea University. So a little bit of a South Wales derby happening here at King Coyd campus. They came out victorious, 2-1. Connor Cook and Jamie Davenport with the goals for them. There's a lot of things happening in campus, but that's the case every Wednesday here at Cardiff Met.
Well, Steph, it looks like we've got a fantastic day of sport ahead of us. Obviously, you are commentating for today. You're commentating on the men's rugby. So, if you weren't commentating on the men's rugby, hypothetically, where would you go today? If you're the average Cardiff Met student, you're looking to come down to King Coyd, where are we going?
I'd have to go down to the water polo first. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the biggest of water polo fans. I wouldn't class myself as a water polo ultra, but with them having a chance to win the league today, I think you've got to go down there, give yourselves a chance to maybe see some glory here at King Coyd. And also go over to the hockey as well, because the hockey ones, they play Bristol ones today, and that's always a feisty occasion. Both teams doing relatively well.
Is that the men's or women's hockey?
That's the women's hockey. Thank you. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's important. And then a disappointing news story today at Cardiff Met. The lacrosse first women's team, they were unable to play their game because USW, they were unable to field the team due to injuries. So a little bit of disappointment, but as I've already mentioned, plenty of sports happening around campus today.
Fantastic. Everything here is going to be covered across our socials, so that's Cardiff Met Sport TV. This is going live on YouTube. Follow our Instagram for regular social media updates for the women's football and the both rugby teams. Steph, what are your predictions for all three games?
That's a big question, Ben. The women's football, I'm going to say, I think they're going to have a 2-0 win, I think, for there. The women's rugby now, Exeter is a tough one. Even though Cardiff Met are top of their league, Exeter have played less games than them, only 4 games. That's going to be a tough one, but I think the women, they need a win, and I think they're going to get it. And then the men's, another tough game, a very physical game. I think Cardiff Met will come out victorious.
Steph, thank you so much. Steph will be joining us at half-time with more updates, but I think we're ready to cut to our regular scheduled programming, so I'll hand you over in the capable hands of Matt Purdy and Will Stevens, the commentators for the women's football game. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ben. Well, welcome along to King Coyd campus. You join us once again at the Football 3G for Cardiff Met Women's Ones taking on Essex. The away team have made the 4.5-hour journey up. A slight delay on kick-off, 15-minute delay because of that long journey. But we're soon to be underway, and I'm delighted to say I am joined by my co-commentator today, Will Stevens. Will, you looking forward to this one?
Yeah, thanks, Matt. I'm delighted to be here on what is a chilly Wednesday afternoon, I must say. But yeah, I'm very excited. I was lucky enough to be here 2 weeks ago at Cardiff Met's last home game. As Ben mentioned, 6-0. And what an exciting game that was, and I'm just really hoping for the same standard of football, and let's hope we can see a similar score here today.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be rooting for the Archers. You mentioned there it is absolutely Baltic out here at King Coyd campus
You
today.
can say that again.
It's freezing. Cardiff Met got another 15 minutes under their belt in the warm-up, and of course that meant Essex, with their delayed journey, got a little bit less of a warm-up. Do you think that's going to affect them today?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, 4.5-hour journey. Met have been out here at least half an hour, 40 minutes. I think it's really going to help them.
Yeah, and we just see the lineups on screen here. It's returning goal for Daisy Farrow. And the back, what we are looking at today is presumably a back four with Davison and Tiggy Webb. Centre-backs, your full-backs will be Faith Malenga and Eve Pearson. A midfield three that's been a stalwart in there this season with Jen Larrick in the holding role and Gracie Batsford and Chelsea Cochrane looking to push forward. And then a front three of Anna Horton, Sally Grimm and Esme Kilburn-Thompson will be hungry for goals coming back off a 6-0 win last time out at Kincoid campus. The away team then, Essex, look like they only have the bare 11 today. Well, it could be something that challenges them later in the game. Emily Bevan starts in goal, and we've been informed at Cardiff Met Sport TV that they're playing in a 3-5-2 formation, so it'll be Juvenile, Jackson and Smith as the back three centre-backs. A five across the middle with Marrow, Mulverhill, Edwards, Rosita and Neve Pridey even, and then a front two of Maddie Biggs and Matilda Vasilevska to lead the line. They'll be looking to cause Sophie Davison and Tiggy Webb problems at the back. We saw Captain Grace Corn in studio with Ben Paris there. Slight calf strain has left her out of the squad for a couple of weeks now. How do you think that's going to affect the Archers?
Well, it could be massive, but here I'm just saying that Tiggy has come into the squad and she was doubtful to be starting in the game today, but she's come in at centre-back and that's a huge boost for Cardiff Met today, having her back at centre-back. So I think that will do them well in the long run.
Yeah, we've seen Cardiff Met sort of swap between a few formations this season. Last time out at home, they played in a 3-5-2. They played as well with that three at the back in their recent 2-0 loss to USW away. Looks like it might be a switch to a back four today with no Grace Corn to captain the side. But as you say, Sophie Davison and Tiggy Webb will be stalwarts at the back there, as they have been all season. Real strong players for the Archers and hopefully looking to keep another clean sheet here at Kincoid campus. Jen Larrick, Gracie Batsford and Chelsea Cochrane, well, they started the last match at home in the 6-0 win. Jen Larrick, the American, really ties things together. You a big fan of hers in the middle?
Absolutely. She's just got gorgeous balance. She's really, really good on the ball and she really controls that midfield. As I said, I was lucky enough to be here in that 6-0 win just 2 weeks ago in their last home game, and it was a scintillating performance. Hartbury really stood no chance, and I really fancy Cardiff Met's chances against Essex today, who sits second in the table. Cardiff Met on fourth. With a win today and a Hartbury loss, they could go leapfrog Hartbury into third. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like the ref has called the two teams into the middle. Quick check with the goalkeepers before kickoff. Linesmen look like they're ready as well. And we are underway. Essex get the game off to a start. Essex kicking from left to right, and the Archers starting with a high press, trying to win the ball back. That five at the back for Essex here, looking to just stroke the ball out, but it is high pressure from Cardiff Met. As we see number 10, Chelsea Cochrane, win the ball back and feed
Great
out
play
to Anna Horton. Looks for Kilburn-Thompson in the middle. It's well defended by the five there. And Essex look to start an attack of their own will.
Yeah, it's a great start for Met. That's got to go gone out.
Yep, looks like it was Shaney Marion there. Couldn't quite keep the ball in touch on the far side. It's a very high press, though, from the Archers, something we have seen in recent games. Looking to win the ball high up the pitch. It's worked as well. We saw it against Hartbury, as we say, the last time Cardiff Met Sport TV covered the Archers. 6-0 win. They scored a lot of goals and created a lot of chances from the high press.
We talked to manager Dan DeLahey 2 weeks ago, and he told us all about his attacking football and the wing-backs going back up, which is why we were surprised to see a full-back at the today, knowing how well the full-backs played last week. So it'll be interesting. But the high press is still there, and we love to see attacking football.
Yeah, Faith Malenga there looking forward. It's well intercepted, but given away in a slightly scrappy start from the five. Does find Essex player. Faith Malenga intercepts the ball forward, and Jen Larrick looks
Cleans
to tidy
up
things up. Malenga can't quite keep the ball in play there, as Neve Pride looks to come over and take the throw-in. Not much movement here from Essex. Slight push in the back. And the ball's out for another Essex throw-in. Does look like Essex have started with that three at the back, Will, with the wing-backs looking to push on. We can see on the far side there, the left wing-back seems to be very, very high up.
Yeah, they're pushing forward. They're going with that three at the back. They're going to play confidently today, especially away from home. But they're coming off two big losses, so we really need to see what Essex are made out of today.
Yeah,
it's gone behind for a corner.
It's gone for a corner here. Now, with no captain Grace Corn, this could spell a little bit of danger. Grace Corn, of course, such a threat in the air for Cardiff Met, both attacking and defensively. But we mentioned beforehand, Tiggy Webb. She'll head anything if it comes her way.
Absolutely, and it's an interesting corner attack that we've got here from Essex.
Yeah, looks like they might be going for the famed love train made so famous by England, as Daisy Farrow comes to claim, and it looks like there was a nasty collision in the box, and the referee has pointed to the penalty spot.
I cannot believe it. A penalty.
Yeah, Will, it looks like it might be a nasty injury there. We can't quite see who it was. Maybe potentially one of the Essex strikers. Daisy Farrow's come out to punch the ball clear just inside the 6-yard box, and
she must have made contact with the ball.
Looks like she caught maybe just a little bit more than the ball. Slight worry here. We never like to see players go down injured. Looks like she's back up on her feet.
That's always good to see. And a penalty so early on. How are Cardiff Met going to deal with this?
Yeah, well, it's 3 minutes in. We've already conceded a penalty here for the Archers. Looks like it'll be the 9 to take the penalty. Puts the ball down, and Daisy Farrow would not have been expecting this so early on. Ref blows his whistle as the 9 steps up, right-footed. Run up into the bottom left corner, and Essex take the lead early on. Not the way the Archers wanted to start this game at all. Not the way anyone probably predicted this game would start, Will. But it's a long road back, more than 85 minutes to play, and Archers are already 1-0 down.
Yeah, well, it's a devastating penalty right into the bottom corner, and it's what a finish. And, I mean, do Met have only themselves to blame?
Yeah, we talk about being strong defensively, a couple throw-ins and a corner conceded, and we spoke just beforehand that potentially the corners could be dangerous for Essex with no Grace Corn, and straight away we've got a goal from one. So all to get back into the game now for Cardiff Met, as Anna Horton comes back and then Jen Larrick picks up in midfield, feeds Chelsea Cochrane, and Cardiff Met look to reset here through Tiggy Webb. Webb out wide to Evie Pearson. A few steps into the opposition's half. Sole of the foot on top of the ball, and rolls into Gracie Batsford, who does look long for Sally Grimm, who feels like she may have known she was offside there and left the ball. As Essex clear once again to Gracie Batsford. Pearson looks long again. As Chelsea Cochrane picks up into Sally Grimm, who looks inside for Esme Kilburn-Thompson. Yet to get her first touch on the ball, but she does nick it away from the Essex defender there. Jen Larrick in the grey gloves in centre midfield.
Yeah, lovely interception.
Fires the ball out to Faith Malenga. Looks to go 1v1 with the 7. Does well. Pokes it through the legs of the oncoming 2. Can Anna Horton get there? Not quite. And the referee signals for an Essex throw-in. Much better build-up, though, from the Archers.
Yeah, great wing play by the Mets. It was great attacking down on the wing.
Yeah, it's much better from Malenga, Jen Larrick and Anna Horton. As Esme Kilburn-Thompson was another throw-in for the Archers high up. We see the high press again here, Will. Lots of Archers' bodies around, but no real pressure on the ball as the 10 fails to keep that one in play. Not sure the Essex coaching team will be too happy with that one, but Faith Malenga will be very happy with that one as she picks the ball and gets it right into the feet of Esme Kilburn-Thompson.
Could be a good opportunity here.
Great feet from Malenga. Rolls the ball into Cochrane. Head up. A little bit scrappy, and Essex come away from the ball. Strong tackle from Malenga. His body's flying in everywhere here, Will. As Essex play well, one-touch football, look to clear, get it back to Emily Bevan in goal. And the high press almost works well for Cardiff Met, as they force Emily Bevan into playing it long. Referee signals for an Essex throw. A little bit cagey in the opening sort of sections after that goal. Will neither team really sure how to approach this one?
Yeah, I agree. It is cagey, it is loose. I think Essex now with the lead, they can afford to play like this. Met will be searching for that equaliser really early on, and you can tell by the high press up the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. As Gracie Batsford wins the ball back, Jen Larrick with a quick scan and resets through Sophie Davison. Davison fires it out wide to Sally Grimm, I should say, who can't quite find Gracie Batsford in midfield, and there's a slight counter-attack opportunity on for Essex if they can play forward, but once again the high press from Met forcing the Blades into a few mistakes. And Emily Bevan has to go long. Faith Malenga, a few touches inside, rolls it into Cochrane. Lovely turn inside, just about escape a marker, and finds Anna Horton. Touch into her path is just too heavy. And the ball is actually cleared up here to Essex striker, but Tiggy Webb doing what she does best, winning one tackle, winning two tackles, and
Great
playing
ball.
a lovely ball through to Sally Grimm, who has edged offside. But Tiggy Webb making all the difference there, Will. Cardiff Met Sport TV caught up with Tiggy Webb earlier today. She was unsure if she could make the starting 11, but she's here and she's making a real impact.
Yeah, wonderful play by Tiggy Webb, the number 4. Arguably one of Met's best centre-backs, and that's why she's starting here today. And it's a blessing that she's back in the team today. And what wonderful play there. Just unlucky that she's offside.
Yeah, Tiggy Webb, one of those players who is so good at centre-back defensively, but so strong on the ball as well. Loves to drive forward. Works a little bit better in the 3 at the back here as Jen Larrick steals the ball and looks to set Sally Grimm off, who feeds the ball forward, potentially looking for the oncoming run of Kilburn Thompson, but it's a poor cross in the end.
It was a good idea. It was a good idea.
And Essex get the ball rolling. They look to play short. They look to play positive football out from the back, Essex, but it's caught them out again with Met's high press. It was Batsford who tackles the 8. Sally Grimm looking to beat her marker 1v1. And Batsford clears up as the ball goes out for a corner. High press working well so far. Stacey Ayling will be happy with that, Will. Just as a note on Stacey Ayling has taken charge of the game today. Head coach and head of women's football at Cardiff Met, Dan DeLahey, is unfortunately away on personal reasons. We wish him all the best. But Stacey Ayling, do you think she'll be happy with the opening few moments? Aside from the goal, of course.
I think since the goal, Met have really been on the front foot.
I'm going to cut you off here, Will. Chelsea Cochrane has stolen the ball and looks to feed through Esme Kilburn-Thompson. A little bit too much on it, though. And KT closes down the keeper. Sorry, Will.
No worries, Matt. As I said, since the goal's gone in, I think they've really smartened up and they've really been on the front foot here. Tiggy Webb really cleaning up and playing a delightful ball again.
Tiggy Webb again finds Sally Grimm 1v1 with her marker. May look to take her on, instead comes back to Chelsea Cochrane. Touch on her left foot. Ball roll to get away from the 3 and a poor pass into Sally Grimm. Miscommunication there. Grimm tries to win it back and it is well shielded out by the 8. Yep, Tiggy Webb making her mark again on the game, Will. Strong challenge, always positive, always plays forward. Tiggy Webb, whenever we watch the Archers.
Absolutely. Them long balls are going to be dangerous, you can tell. Especially out to the wingers on either side. But it's mostly this right-hand side that they're coming into now. And she's played really well. It's a really good start to the game. If they can just have that interplay on the far right corner, if they can just smarten that up, I think they have a real good chance down the wing today.
Yeah, I think Eve Pearson and Sally Grimm, if they can get themselves on the same wavelength, could spell danger. Right winger now looks to feed it through to Matilda Vaslevska, but it's a poor pass in the end, and Faith Malenga controls the ball, plays it back in to Tiggy Webb. Webb fires it out wide, and Eve Pearson picks it up. It's a good tackle from the 9.
Good challenge. Ooh.
A slight collision there. Referee waves play on, likes to keep the game flowing. As the ball is fed into Chelsea Cochrane. Good touch into her pass to take it away from the 4, and the idea to send Sally Grimm through was poorly executed in the end.
It's really good down by Esme Kilburn-Thompson, though. Rushing down the keeper and forcing the long ball.
Yeah, it's a good idea as Tiggy Webb looks to find Cochrane, and Jen Larrick, quick scan on the left foot. It's a beautiful pass out wide to Anna Horton. The tricky winger takes a touch inside. Strike from outside the box. One bounce, and it's safely into the arms of Emily Bevan, but it's much more positive. It's that woman once again in midfield starting things off, Jen Larrick.
Really promising play from Matt. Jen Larrick starting the play. And what a ball out to the wing. Just needed more power on that shot, but it's really positive signs. Since the penalty's gone in, I must say, Cardiff Met are really on the front foot.
Yeah, Jen Larrick hassling the 10 here once again, and she picks the ball up from Cochrane. Jen Larrick, every time we watch her here at Kincoid campus, she puts on a pure quality display in how to play that holding role.
She's very composed, very composed.
Yeah, she's composed. She's accurate with her passing. She cleans up danger. And
great feet.
Lovely feet from Gracie Batsford. Chelsea Cochrane picks the clearance up from Bevan in midfield. Oh, Anna Horton, beautiful touch.
Lovely
over
touch.
The fullback's head. Real technical player. As a step over, takes her around the 2, looks to chop back. Might win herself a corner. Instead, wins herself the throw-in. That was another thing Tiggy Webb told Cardiff Met Sport TV earlier in the day. It's Anna Horton, real technical player, her and Gracie Batford. She really sung the praises of those two players. And here's Gracie Batford speaking of the player in question. Poor touch and almost creating a chance, the two of them there, Horton and Batsford.
Anna Horton definitely looking lively down the wing. We can see she's got tricky feet and she's doing really well in that position, as we all know she can play. But yeah, Cardiff Met really looking for things here.
Yeah, and they look to go for her again through Faith Malenga's throw-in, but it's well read by the Essex defence. I think the word Tiggy Webb used to describe her teammates was mesmerising with their feet, and she doesn't know how they do it. And I don't know how they do it either, Will. Beautiful flick over the head moments ago. Esme Kilburn-Thompson feeds Faith Malenga back from the throw-in. As Tiggy Webb calls for the Archers to start again. We find her on the ball. Number 4 fires the ball out to Evie Pearson down the wing. Sally Grimm looking wide. She decides to go into Esme Kilburn-Thompson and again can't quite find that final ball. Essex fullback here, Anna Juvenile, takes a few touches forward. Plays in to the 10, Kerry Mulvihill looks to go forward to
Great
the
interception
wing-back.
by Sophie Davidson.
Great interception, as you say, Will, but Tiggy Webb's lost it on the halfway line. Looks to be a 3v3 here if the 7 can control it, which she cannot. A little bit of pressure and the ball has found its way through to Anna Horton with space in front of her. Drives inside, slight Rivellino across her body, controls the ball well and feeds Esme Kilburn-Thompson. Kilburn-Thompson inside the box here, goes to touch inside, she's 1-on-1 with the keeper, she must score! And she fires it straight at Emily Bevan. That's a huge chance for Esme Kilburn-Thompson and the Archers. She will be ruining that one, Will.
What an opportunity. She was 1-on-1 with the keeper. She did the hard bit so well, and she just needed to get it past the keeper. What an opportunity for Met.
My word. As penalties aside, that's the biggest chance of the game by far. It was a lovely through ball from, I think it was Anna Horton in the end, to set Kilburn-Thompson through. She's cut back past the defender and, well, she's struck it straight at the goalkeeper, Will. There's no other excuses for her. She's got to be tucking those kinds of opportunities away, surely.
We must say it was a good save from Emily Bevan in goal for the Essex side, though.
Yeah, it certainly was. Will parried the ball away well as the ball's lofted in there by Evie Pearson, and the Archers win a corner, looking to make amends from the only other corner in the game that was unfortunately ended up in the back of the net from the penalty mistake by Daisy Farrow. Sally Grimm jogging over to take the set piece. Perhaps something off the training ground. As we see, the centre-backs have gone forward. Tiggy Webb in the box there. The height of Esme Kilburn-Thompson could be a threat as well. Sally Grimm, 2 arms in the air. Puts the ball in, and it is Esme Kilburn-Thompson who attacks the ball in the end. Spells no danger for Emily Bevan in goal, but it's positive from the Archers to be winning those kinds of headers.
It's a good opportunity for Kilburn-Thompson. She's got the height to win those headers, and we know how good she is in the air. It's actually a good opportunity. Let's just hope Met can make more of them.
Absolutely, and the high press proving valuable for the Archers once again as Sally Grimm forces the mistake. Pearson throws the ball in. Kilburn-Thompson, that's a few moments now where she's not quite been on the ball, perhaps a little bit shaken up by the miss early in the game.
She's just got to put that aside. She's just got to look forward to the rest of the game now. But I think she's playing really well. She's closing down the keeper really well. She's really putting in effort, and you can tell that with her display. Just that one goal, just something to push her forward, a shot on target.
Yeah, they always say even if you can't have a good game, you work as hard as you can off the ball, and she's
Absolutely,
certainly done that
that's
so
all we
far.
can expect.
As the 9 looks for a touch around Tiggy Webb, but Webb not only wins the tackle, but she wins a throw-in there for Met. It'll be Pearson to throw the ball back to the aforementioned Webb, touch across her body, and she sprays one out to Faith Malenga on the near side. Screams of travel from the Archers. Malenga does exactly that and drives forward with the ball. As Anna Horton looks for a lovely little bit of interplay, and it's a nice idea from Cochrane and Malenga to just let the ball run through there for perhaps an oncoming run.
If they can just get that interplay down the wing, as I mentioned earlier, if they can just get that connected, I think they've got a real good chance down the wing, especially with the skill of Anna Horton down the wing.
Yeah, we speak a lot about Cardiff Met and the style of play they love to try and implement. I think it's all through the men and women's academies, all through the first teams, Bucks, the Welsh Prem and the Adram Prem for the girls on Sundays. You really do try and see them get the ball down and play attacking good football. They'll be looking to do more of that today, as you say, Will. Haven't quite got it clicking just yet as Faith Malenga drives inside. Looks to set free Anna
Great
Horton.
ball.
Lovely ball down the channel, but she's left her with a little bit to do. As Hannah Horton looks for a nutmeg. Hasn't quite come off there, but Archers do win it high. Through Faith Malenga. May look to reset her instead. Lovely pass into Kilburn Thompson. He pops it back to Chelsea Cochrane. Beautiful pass into Jen Larrick, who finds herself in the box. Quick turn. And looked for a return there to Kilburn Thompson. Not quite coming off her, but she has picked it up. Touch out of her body, perhaps looking for a strike. Oh, she's looked to find Sally Grimm, and I tell you what, it's there. Jen Larrick throws her arm in the air as an apology because she knows she should have done better.
It's a good chance, and maybe she could have shot from that range. You know how deadly she is from that kind of distance.
Yeah, we saw in the highlights package before the game, Jen Larrick scoring from a full 30 yards
Yeah,
on her
absolutely.
left foot. So perhaps something she'll be looking to replicate this game. As Anna Horton squares up her fullback once again. Oh, it's beautiful feet to take her
Lovely.
around the two. She's an exciting, tricky player, but got to sort out that final ball. We've seen it flashes there of Tiggy Webb's aforementioned beautiful feet on Anna Horton, but she's got to sort out that final pass.
Just that slight miscommunication between the attackers.
Yeah.
But as soon as they get that, they're in for a real good chance here.
Tiggy Webb dictating play out to Evie Pearson. Kilburn Thompson drops in well and feeds a very well-weighted ball through to Sally Grimm, who finds herself 1v1 with the 3. Cuts it back to Pearson. First time cross into the box. Kilburn Thompson, touch out of her feet, shot on the turn! And it's wide from the 9. But that's the interplay you were talking about, Will. They seem to have got it clicking down the right.
Absolutely. Kilbert Thompson with a good couple of opportunities now. You could call that half chance, but I think she did really well to get the shot with so much power, and it's just off target. But she's looking good. She's looking real feisty up there.
Yeah, she's dropping in well, then, Will, and getting on the ball and making things tick as she wants to. Growing into the game, I think would be fair to say. Essex look long. Evie Pearson well defended. This time it's Batsford who cuts out the long ball. And Essex look to recycle through Megan Smith. A little bit of a table tennis game at the moment as Essex look to go long and Cardiff Met continue to clear. Ball back here with Emily Bevan. Kilburn Thompson with a slight press on, and Megan Smith picks up, looks to pop it round Anna Horton, who nicks the ball off her. Lovely feet to retain as she looked like she might have left it behind her. Tricky feet from the 11. She cuts in and strikes from range! And it's just wide in the end. Emily Bevan didn't seem too troubled in goal as the ball was fading away, but once again, it's wonderful feet from the 11, Horton.
She's looking absolutely tremendous out there on the wing. Shani Marion, the left wing back for Essex, really struggling up against Anna Horton today. Let's just hope that Met can convert these chances. But it's really, really good play, really promising start.
Yeah, she looks like the danger woman. Kilburn Thompson steals the ball from Essex Blades as Jen Larrick picks up in midfield. Opts not to find Anna Horton this time, instead laying it back to Chelsea Cochrane, who takes a touch before laying it back to the American Larrick. Poor touch from Larrick, although Anna Horton has kept it in.
Done
in the
really
end,
well there, Horton, to get Met back in possession.
Megan Smith clears the ball out, and Faith Malenga drives forward. It is a good drive. She's gone from range. It shouldn't be too much trouble for Bevan in goal. Faith Malenga, though, is looking very positive down this left-hand side. We've seen her play a number of positions this year. In a 2-0 loss at home to USW, she started on the wing, and you can see that kind of positive attacking play coming through in her game today.
Starting well, though.
Tiggy Webb takes the ball off the 9. It's poor communication from the Archers in the middle, and they just about get away with it through Jen Larrick, cleaning up as she does so well. Faith Malenga finds Anna Horton, real danger woman here. Step over, touch inside, finds Kilburn Thompson, who maybe could have been stronger against the 11, Ella Edwards in midfield. Abby Jackson picks the ball up, drives forward. Bit of pressure applied from Batsford, but doesn't faze the Essex centre-back. In the end, it was a poor pass. And Jen Larrick once again sweeps up for the Archers. Pearson into
Great
Grimm.
touch.
Grimm with a lovely touch. Looks to find Kilburn Thompson, who this time is strong. Does retain possession.
Really good hold-up play by Kilbert Thompson
Strong
there.
pressure from Abby Jackson, but it didn't quite win it, as now we see Sally Grimm, usually up front, this time on the wing. Looks for a slight cutback. Will, you didn't seem too pleased with that one yourself.
Just a wasted opportunity. They're so good to get the ball in that position. It's just wasted in that final attack. And that's that final ball into the box. But they're really looking good here. To come back mentally from conceding the penalty so early on, Stacey and Dandelay, they must be so proud of their team at the moment. And let's just hope that they can convert these chances.
Yeah, absolutely. As Sally Grimm takes the touch inside to Gracie Batsford. Can't quite find the overlap in fullback, and instead the ball comes in to Vasilevska.
Great interception.
Yeah, Jan Larrick and Chelsea Cochrane keeping things ticking over for the Archers. Faith Malenga looks for the through pass into Anna Horton and finds it. They're doubling up on Horton now. They know she's the danger woman. And in the end, it's skipper Abby Jackson who cleans up in the middle. Anna Horton once again causing trouble.
The balls down the wing are really looking dangerous. Essex are definitely on the back foot right now.
Yeah, we were confused perhaps when speaking with Tiggy Webb earlier, and we heard it was going to be a 4-3-3, not the usual 3-5-2. But I tell you what, we've got egg on our face now, Will, because it really has been a good display from fullback and winger combinations. And that's the sort of thing you don't get in a 3-5-2. Screams of time to the Essex centre-back here. Looking to maybe get another foothold in the game, Essex. They haven't really had much since they went 1-0 up. Screams of keep it from Sophie Davidson. Spreads the ball out to Faith Malenga. Kilburn Thompson drops in, chooses not to play into her feet. This time opts to do so. And Kilburn Thompson loses the ball. Chelsea Cochrane.
So quick to win the ball back. They're doing really well. They need to make these opportunities count, though, I must say.
Speaking of which, Will, it's Sally Grimm with a touch away from her marker. Kilburn Thompson plays a quick 1-2. Looks for the strike from range on her left foot. Ooh. Looked like it was always fading away from goal. It's Sally Grimm with that opportunity. Well, we've seen her start up top. We've seen her miss a few chances across the course of the season, but she's always a threat. She's got great pace once she gets her long legs going. She's cut in there and had a strike on the left foot.
Wow, it's another half chance. She did really well to get the shot away, and we were just hoping that she could get it on target. But it's still really positive play, and let's just hope they make this count.
Yeah, the return fixture between these two back in October ended 3-2 to Essex, and it was a bit of a different display from them. They were all over the Archers. However, it's the Archers who are all over Essex today, as Evie Pearson fails to get the ball clear, although Chelsea Cochrane intercepts well. Sally Grimm might look to get her legs going here. Instead, tries to find Esme Kilburn-Thompson, but it's vastly under-hit by the winger today. Essex will look to reset. Take their time. They have got the 1-0 lead. 25 minutes into the game. Only one chance for them, and it was that penalty, as Sally Grimm almost nicks the ball off of Juvenile there. Oh, beautiful touch from Kerry Mulvihill into the feet of Ella Rossiter. Looks for the ongoing run of Niamh Pridey, who does get there ahead of Davison. Cuts it back for the 7. Ooh, it was a tame shot in the end, and that was probably their second chance of the game. It was
I agree, Matt.
Great speed from Niamh Pridey down the wing to cut it back to Matilda Vasilevska. Possibly should be looking to do better, Will?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, that's only their second chance of the game, but
it's a lovely touch inside from Cochrane to set Sally Grimm free down the wing. Touch past their marker, perhaps looking to use some of that speed we mentioned a moment ago. Well defended by Shani Marion, and the ball goes out for an Archers corner, but defence to attack very quickly there for the Archers. I'm sure Stacey Ayling will be happy with that, but they've really got to start making some of these chances count.
Well, yeah, it was just a slight miscommunication at the back between Malenga there and Sophie Davidson. But we'll see, because they're back in the attack
the ball's
now.
Back to Gracie Batsford, touch inside onto her left, strikes, and it's a good save from Emily Bevan. I tell you what, we've seen Gracie Batsford score from that kind of range before. The 6-0 victory against Hartbury last time out, she scored an absolute beauty from that range. This time deciding to cut in on her left foot and go near post, and it was a strong hand down bottom left from Emily Bevan. As Archers take a quick corner, and the ball comes in just over the head of Chelsea Cochrane. Perhaps seconds here for Faith Malenga, who shoots from range. Just wide of the post, and Emily Bevan holds her hands up as if to say it was no danger at all, but another 2 big opportunities for Met, forcing strong saves from the Essex goalkeeper.
They must be feeling really positive, really good about the way that they're playing at the moment. I mean, they've had just that scare at the back, but they've just turned that into 2 great opportunities up the other end. And I think that they should be really proud of the way they're playing at the moment.
Yeah, perhaps shades of what we've seen a lot of this season, though. A lot of opportunities created, but none have been converted. Even in that 6-0 rout against Hartpury, we did see a lot of big chances for Sally Grimm and Kilburn Thompson that went missing. Perhaps another tale of that today as Batsford looks for the run of Grimm. Shani Marion will look to shield it out of play here. She's strong, but Sally Grimm has nicked it away. Sophie Davison's in support, but no luck there. Jen Larrick wins well into the feet of Batsford. Quick turn in midfield. And the Archers will look to reset here as Larrick rolls it into Tiggy Webb, who sprays the ball out wide. Faith Malenga drives forward as she does so often. Esme Kilburn Thompson, lovely drop into the middle. Once again tries to find Anna Horton, but once again can't quite make the pass. Horton plays inside to Jen Larrick. Jen Larrick looks for the chip over the top to Sally Grimm. A little bit too much on it this time. But as we say, she's a very attacking player, Sally Grimm. Striker, right winger, loves to be in the box, loves to find some space and try to get shots away. And another example of it there.
Yeah, Met are playing really well. As we said, this whole half, they've really been on the front foot. And Essex come into this game with 2 heavy defeats in their last 2 games. They lost 8-2 to USW, and then they lost 6-1 to Hartpury. So they suffered 2 heavy defeats. And you can really tell at the moment with the way they're defending and the way they're on the back foot. So let's just hope that Met can make this count.
Yeah, we see a few shots here of the Cardiff Met bench. Stacey Ayling, as we mentioned, taking charge of the team alone. Potentially positive signs for her and her team. I'm not sure what you'll think she'll be thinking at this moment, Will, because, of course, although they are playing well, they're 1-0 down and they've missed a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, we've talked to the players, Cardiff Met Sport TV, before the game, and they've all insisted themselves that their final problem is that last clinical pass, and they're attacking in the final third. So let's just hope that they can capitalise on being on the front foot this game.
For those who don't know, watching from home, Bucks, Cardiff Met play in the Bucks Leagues here. Cardiff Met also have a team on Sunday in the Welsh Premier Division, the Adran Premier League. Slightly different squad comes out for those games, and they have an actual forward from USW called Ingrid Adland, who scored a lot of goals this season for the Archers, and perhaps it's just that miscommunication and not used to playing each other on Wednesdays.
Yeah, maybe.
Perhaps slight change from the Sunday team, but we're back underway here at King Coyd campus, and it's a long searching ball forward from Juvenile. And Tiggy Webb into throw in.
Yeah, really well cleaned up.
Looks at the ball over the top to Sally Grimm, but it's the 8. Juvenile again who clears. Jen Larrick, touch out of her feet in midfield, and looks to find Faith Malanga. Shouts of drive from her teammates. They know how well she's been playing today. 1v1 for Anna Horton. We know how much she loves these situations, and she's just about gotten round her fullback again, but the final product wasn't there. Yeah, and it's well cleared in the end by Megan Smith.
Yeah, good skill by Anna Horton down the wing again.
Faith Malenga throws in. Kilburn Thompson. Great movement again to come in and pick up the ball. Jen Larrick exchanges passes with Malenga, who cuts inside. Ball into Kilburn Thompson, edge of the box, 1 touch away from her body. Can't find Jen Larrick, and it's well intercepted. So USW look to start a counter-attack here through Vasilevska. Sophie Davison, still at the back for Cardiff Met this season, almost stealing the ball away. That's good defensive work from the winger, Sally Grimm. Jen Larrick, a quick scan there in midfield, sees the oncoming defender and sprays it back out to Tiggy Webb. Evie Pearson looks to knock the ball past Essex wingback Shani Marion. No such luck on this occasion. And Marion finds the ball at her feet. Chops back. Still high press here from Cardiff Met. Maybe looking to force an error. Winner throwing high up the pitch, and they've just about done that. It will be an Essex throw, but that high press working again, Will?
Yeah, the high press really working well. The Essex defence constantly having Durrans kicking out of play. So, yeah, the high press really working well for Met.
Looks like it'll be Anna Juvenile to throw the ball in here. Goes straight to Gracie Batsford's feet. It'll be Tested in the air well by Chelsea Cochrane, who may look to just keep the ball in play. She does exactly that. Trying to find the feet of Batsford, but no such luck. And now Juvenile, with a little bit of pressure on her, does quite well here to get away from 2 Cardiff Met players and pops it inside to the 6 for Essex. Lovely touch from the 10 to take it away from Kilburn-Thompson. Essex almost getting a little bit of a foothold in the game there, but can't seem to find the way out of their own third at the moment.
It was really good play by you, Pearson. Ooh.
Yeah, looks for the oncoming run of Sally Grimm. Should be easily watched out by the 3 of Essex, but instead chooses to keep the ball in play, and Sally Grimm's stolen it off her here. She has support from a few archers. It looks quite congested on that far side of the pitch. So the archers choose to recycle and come out as Batsford takes it away from 2 with a strong first touch. Kilburn-Thompson drops into midfield, feeds the ball out to Faith Malenga. Around 40 yards from goal, oncoming overlapping run from Jen Larrick. It's well read.
I must say, Kilburn-Thompson's really playing that hold-up striker really well. Hold-up play has been really good today.
Yeah, absolutely well. Couldn't agree more. As Sophie Davison rolls the ball into Tiggy Webb. Kilburn-Thompson again, we see her dropping in. A lot of movement from the striker, perhaps thinking if she can't convert her chances, she can play a different role for the Archers and get the ball moving for the rest of the team. Sally Grimm plays inside to the aforementioned Kilburn-Thompson. 2 touches is all Jen Larrick needs in the centre of the pitch as the Archers recycle again through Sophie Davison. Touch inside from Malenga, away from her marker. Ball to Kilburn-Thompson, who just about retains possession. She's done very well there.
Really well.
And Gracie Batsford shows feet. Batsford searches for Sally Grimm, finds her. Jen Larrick almost on the overlap. It's nice play from Essex, who look to find Vasilevska. Pops it back into the 7. Maybe just trying to get a bit more of a foothold in the game, Essex. They've been under the cosh for a lot of this half. Really just about holding on to their lead. Just the one clear-cut chance aside from the penalty for the Blades today. Perhaps another one here. But the 6 could not quite find enough space, and Daisy Farrow has the pick of Cardiff Met players here to pass to.
Really not had a lot to do this whole game, apart from the opening 5 minutes.
Yeah, Ops for Tiggy Webb in the end, and Tiggy, unusually a stray pass from her. Steps out but does win the ball, they always say. As Will, you always tell me if you step out of defence there, you've got to win the ball, and she did very well. As Evie Pearson steps into midfield from right back, lays the ball off to Jen Larrick, slightly under hit, but comes through. Anna Horton points in behind. Larrick chooses not to play that way. The master's student here showing all her experience to know when to attack and when to come back. Faith Malenga with a strike from distance. A few Archers players shaking their heads on that one. Not too pleased with the fullback to strike from such an audacious
maybe Kilburn-Thompson, she had quite a good run there. Maybe she could have picked her out. Maybe it was the wrong decision. If you're going to shoot, you've got to make it count from those kind of ranges.
Yeah, it's a bold move to come in from fullback and strike from 40 yards, Will. But hey, Faith Malenga thinks she can do it.
Who am I to judge? Who
are we to judge? As Shani Marion picks the ball up here. Anna Juvenile picks the ball up here for Essex and looks to get things started for them. Struggling to get out of their own half so far, Essex, and long clearances like that will make it even harder as Cardiff Met once again win the ball in the air. Jen Larrick sweeping up for the Archers. I don't know how many times I've mentioned that today, but she's been everywhere in the centre of the park defensively, Will, as she has been all season. As we find Anna Horton 1v1. A couple of touches, holds off her marker well. Keeps the ball in play and keeps the ball in possession for the Archers. Sophie Davison just about gets it away from Vasilevska, and Tiggy Webb exchanges passes in the form of a 1-2. Cochrane drops in, and Cochrane has ended up with the ball, if slightly fortunately. Yeah, too many Essex bodies around the Archers there as they return the ball. Back to goalkeeper Emily Bevan between the sticks.
Yeah, just looking to clean it up now, Essex.
Yeah, not much movement from what I can see here, Will. What are your thoughts on the choice of a 3-5-2 and how they're implementing it?
It's interesting because, as we mentioned so much in this game, they've really been on the front foot and the high press is really working. whether or not Essex have their wing-backs cut back inside, they need to come back further. We'll see as the game goes on. Only around 10 minutes left of the half so far. Can Essex hold on?
Well, speaking of Essex, there's a chance here for Vasilevska, who takes a touch. She's 1v1 with Sophie Davison. Opts to cut inside, and Evie Pearson cleans up just about, but the six has stolen it and strikes from range. Oh, and it's parried away by Daisy Farrow.
It's a great save in the end. It's a great save. I think she saw that late. I don't think she saw that coming. It's a great save.
You might be right, Will. It was Daisy Farrow in net with a two-handed palm out for a corner. Not the most orthodox of saves, so perhaps she didn't see it late, but I tell you what, that is an example of how Essex have started to make their chances pay, whereas Archers haven't. How many shots have we seen for the Archers that have gone off target? And the two shots from open play that Essex have both really challenged Daisy Farrow.
I think it's hard for Daisy Farrow because she's not had loads to do in this game. Maybe that might be a reason why she maybe got caught off guard there.
Yeah, Vasilevska standing over the corner here, two arms in the air. Perhaps that Love Train corner routine looking to cause dividends, and it does! It's a goal from Abby Jackson, the centre-half. She's come up for the corner, and she's got her head on the end of the cross. It's 2-0 to Essex, 38 minutes played, and it's a long road back for Cardiff Met today.
Absolutely devastating. Cardiff Met had been on the front foot this whole game, and just to give it away from a set piece there, they must be gutted. Stacey Ayling and the manager, she must be gutted, and mentally they've got to claw their way back from this now.
You've summed it up perfectly there, Will. Cardiff Met have been all over Essex so far this half, and it's two set pieces and two sloppy goals from the Archers. Grace Corn, perhaps the reason they're failing so much from these corners, although Sally Grimm has looked to find Esme Kilburn-Thompson. But going back to that goal there, Will. Grace Corn, we saw her up in the studio, away from this game with a slight calf strain, and she's such a strong presence in the air, and now we've conceded from two corners.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. They just need to work on the set pieces. Yes, two corners, as you mentioned. We'll see as the game goes on.
Lovely touch from the 9 there to keep possession. As the ball comes out to the 2 on the near side. Looks inside for the 6, who finds her well. Poor touch from the 4 in midfield as Faith Malenga shields well. Jen Larrick drops in for Sophie Davison. Opts not to play it to her, instead returning the ball to Malenga. A few touches to get Cardiff Met up the pitch. Anna Horton makes herself available. Anna Horton miscontrols the ball, however, as Larrick intercepts again off the 9 and feeds Sophie Davison. A few quick interplays in midfield, and Cardiff Met look to play out the right-hand side.
Yeah, playing it around really well now.
Yeah, they've got to be more positive, surely will. With just just under 10 minutes left to play in this half, including...
Yeah, they've really got to pick themselves up. Good ball.
Yeah, Batsford into the feet of Sally Grimm. Touch inside. It's well covered by the 8 of Hartbury, Essex. Finds Vasilevska, feeds the ball back to the 6, and it's a good ball into space if she can make it. Well read by Sophie Davidson as she reads the game really so composed. Well on the... Whilst the ball's on the deck.
Beautiful skill.
Yeah, lovely nutmeg from Davidson. A blind pass back to Gracie Batsford, but one she gets away with. Tiggy Webb with great pace on the ball fizzes it out to Faith Malenga. Kilburn-Thompson can't quite keep a hold of it as the 9 looks to play forward. Vasilevska's made the run, and Vasilevska has got the ball. She's 1v1 with Tiggy Webb. She feeds it across the box to the 9, touch away from Sophie Davison, and the referee has pointed to the spot again. It's controversial, Will. It looked like it was Eve Pearson in the end who came across to challenge Vasilevska, and, well, she's given away a penalty.
Was it just a shoulder barge? Was it a foul? So hard to distinguish between the two types of challenges, and the referee's given it. It's absolutely devastating for Cardiff Met, but let's see what happens with the penalty.
Yeah, the ball's not in the back of the net yet for the Archers. They will not be happy, though, if they go into the end of this half 3-0 down. The 9 looking for a second spot kick of the game. Daisy Farrow makes herself big in goal. Great strike. 3-0 to Essex, 42 minutes into the game. 2 penalties, 2 put in the left-hand corner, and that's twice now Daisy Farrow's had no chance from the spot.
Yeah, it's a really good finish again. Gone the same way. Mentally, it's really hard to keep up from that.
Yeah. really hard for the Archers to pick themselves up. 3-0 down already after being so strong this game. Evie Pearson will be upset at herself for giving away a penalty, but...
Well, it's really controversial. Can you say it was just a big shoulder barge? Can you say it was a foul?
Yeah, we'll have to look at pictures after the game.
Absolutely.
No replays available to us up in the gantry at this moment. And I tell you what, Stacey Ayling, with her hands in her pockets on the sideline, won't know what to say at half-time to the Archers.
This half-time team talk is going to be really hard. It's going to be really hard for Stacey.
Yeah, I'm just going to cut you off here, Will. It's great. Kilburn Thompson looked to stride away with the ball. Looked like there might have been an attack on for the Archers. In the end, Sally Grimm can't quite get the ball, but yeah, as you were saying, Stacey Ayling, a tough team talk for her.
Yeah, she's got a really hard job at half-time now. For Met to be playing this well and to be down 3-0, she must be gutted, and she's got to deliver a really good team talk at this half-time.
Absolutely, as Kilburn Thompson once again wins the ball back for the Archers. Ball into Anna Horton's feet. Quick turn, back to Kilburn Thompson, poor touch. She can't find Horton or Larrick with that pass. No pressure from the Archers. As the ball's rolled into the 10. I'll tell you what, it looks like Essex have got their tails up now. It's a few quick bits of interplay. These two are poor clearance in the end, but look a little bit more positive, a little bit more confidence in the play of Essex. You can hear them up here from in the gantry. They're talking more, they seem more confident.
Definitely.
They know 3 goals is a long, long road back for the Archers. As Gracie Batsford picks it up in midfield. Tiggy Webb feeds Eve Pearson, looking to perhaps make amends from her foul in the area. Lovely bit of interplay.
Great play.
Sally Grimm. Sally Grimm, first time ball into the area to the feet of Kilburn Thompson. Anna Horton, can she nick the ball off the goalkeeper? She can't. It's fallen to Kilburn Thompson, and the touch was too heavy. Scorer of the second goal, Abby Jackson, got the clearance in the end. Faith Malenga has kept the ball in. Instead, she's driven inside past her fullback, and instead she loses the ball.
Really got to make these chances count now.
Yeah. Vasilevska with a poor touch as Batsford picks her pocket. Batsford keeps it simple. And Sophie Davison sprays one out to fullback Pearson. Pearson into the feet of Cochrane. Lovely back heel to keep possession from the number 10. And a touch round the defender, Eve Pearson, looking to use some of that devastating pace of hers. A little bit too much on the ball. And it's a goal kick to Essex, who I presume will be looking to take their time with this one.
I mean, after the third goal's gone in from Essex, defensively they've really cleaned up.
Yeah, and they look more confident playing out from the back here. As centre-back Anna Juvenal looks long for the wing-back. Can't quite find her, but it is forced out of play by Sally Grimm, who's dropped into the right-back slot behind Evie Pearson, just while Pearson tracks back from her marauding run forward. Ball thrown in. Essex once again taking their time with these throw-ins. They're more than happy to go in 3-0 up after a delayed start, a shortened warm-up and a 5-hour journey. I think if you had offered them a 3-0 half-time lead, Will, they'd have taken that all day long.
Absolutely, absolutely. After a 4.5-hour drive all the way here. And again, losing these last 2 games, such heavy defeats that will really put them in a positive mood, the Essex players here today.
Yeah, Cardiff Met do need to get a win under their belts today. Currently 4th in the table. As Anna Horton makes a run forward. And the referee blows his whistle for half-time. The Archers 3-0 down. Stacey Ayling looking not best pleased with the scoreline. A few dropped heads from the girls in the burgundy and blue. Not quite the scoreline they were looking for at half-time.
Absolutely not. But they played so well, and they're just really unfortunate to be 3-0 down in the first half, especially being on the front foot for so long in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll leave you back in the capable hands in the studio of Ben Perris. The score at half-time here, Cardiff Met 0, Essex 3.
Hello, welcome back. It's been quite an eventful first half, and joining me to discuss it is Harrison Jones, our resident Bucks football expert. So Harrison, I think we've got to start with that first penalty decision. What do we think of it?
I think looking back at it, I think we were both surprised with the penalty decision. I
think when the keeper came out, we just thought it was a collision, and I think we always look at like protecting the keepers, and well, when she collided, I thought it was a soft penalty, but she did take it brilliantly as well.
Yeah, it was very well taken. I think from set pieces and from dead ball situations, Essex have been. They've obviously been rehearsing it very well. We saw with the corner routine, they've got a very unique corner routine, which obviously resulted in the second goal. Talk me a bit through that and how you think Met can maybe defend it a bit better.
Yeah, within set pieces, from the very little action they really had in the whole game, they've always been vital on that set pieces. Abby Jackson, I think she's the captain of the team, so she was probably organising the team within the defence as well. So yeah, it was a bull of a header. I think there's nothing to stop that for Daisy Farrow.
And it's obviously been a massive first half for the referee, Alex McKinch. Two penalties, two controversial decisions. What do we think of the third penalty?
The third penalty, I think, Met were on the front foot. But yeah, I think we knew it was going to probably be a penalty when she went on the floor, and I think she was one who actually won the first penalty as well. So it proves how lethal she can kind of get in those positions. But yeah, as soon as you touch somebody in the penalty box and they go down, it's always going to be a penalty.
Well, in my opinion, it's certainly not been a 3-0 game so far. Met have had some very good spells, but it appears that Essex just seem to take their chances a bit more clinically. Going to the second half, I think there's enough positives for Met. Who's been your standout player from the first half, and what do you think we should expect going into the second?
I would say two. I would say Anna Houghton. Down that wing, that little bit of skill we always see during a match. She's been amazing going out on the wing, but also Gracie Batford. She's that creative midfielder. If there's going to be a chance, it's always going to go through her. But we can also pick out Jen Larrick. There's a few names, but it's very unfortunate that it's 3-0 when they've had so many chances.
Yeah, we're discussing these chances. They've just not been clinical at all, have they? Do you think? You were discussing during the first half, maybe they just need to just try the keeper more. They seem to be trying to get those perfect chances, trying to work the ball into those perfect positions. Do you think it should be more a case of, just have a crack, just see what you can get,
Yeah, I think we've kind of seen it all season. I think I've seen a few games where they've always have the chances, but they can't get that final one. We did see that 6-0 where every chance seemed like it was going to be a goal, but I think it's 3-0 down at half-time. It's going to be difficult to come back, but like we saw last week, I think they scored 3 in the first half, 3 in the second. And if they can get to, I think, Kilburn Thompson and maybe even Sally Grimm, they've also got options on the bench with Nicholson, who can probably make a massive impact, because I think she plays with the Adjunct Premier team as well.
Well, we've spoken a bit about Bucks. We also need to speak about the team that plays on the weekend. So let's have a look at how the Met women's team got on in the local derby against the Cardiff City Ladies last weekend.
On Sunday the 19th of November, Cardiff Met travelled to the Cardiff International Sport Campus to face the league leaders and holding champions Cardiff City. The home side opened the scoring on the 22nd minute after Cardiff Met student Mackenzie Oldham slotted home for her first league goal for the Bluebirds since joining the club from Barry Town in the summer. The Bluebirds doubled their lead minutes after the restart, after Sarah Watkins raced down the left-hand side before burying her shot past Caris Gittins. On the 89th minute, the Bluebirds were awarded a penalty, after Eliza Colley was brought down in the box by Sophie Davidson. Sarah Watkins stepped up and secured all 3 points for the home side, with her second of the game, continuing her goal-scoring form with her fourth in as many games. The match ended 3-0 to the Bluebirds, leaving Ian Derbyshire's side 6 points clear at the top of the Gennaro Adram Premier, while Cardiff Met sit in 6th place, 5 points off the top 4.
Disappointing result there for the weekend team. Let's hope they can bounce back in the second half. Let's turn away from the women's football now. I'm joined again by our resident Bucks correspondent, Steph Leonard. Steph, can you talk me through some of these results across the rest of Kincoid for today?
I can. Well, I've thoroughly enjoyed the women's first as well. That's been a great little game to watch. But around Kincoid and beyond, there's been a lot of results today. The big shock, first of all, was that the Cardiff Met hockey fits, the women's. They beat Aberystwyth 5-1 today. And I'm fairly sure that is their first win of the season, so that's a great little result for them. And the hockey women's fourths as well. They've just struck early against Hartbury at King Coyd, so they're 1-0 up. So hockey going well today at King Coyd. The men's basketball thirds, we've got more basketball action later, of course, in the Archers Arena. But right now, the men's thirds, they lost 72 to 50 points at the Archers Arena. They were 45-30 down at the end of the second quarter, so that was a disappointing result for them. But there's still plenty more action to come today as well. And then also we've got the Bucks Rugby Fives. They have beaten Bristol as well, which is a nice little result for them at King Coyd. So plenty of action today and plenty more to look forward to this afternoon as well.
Obviously, we're just chatting about the Rugby Fives. We've got to talk about the Bucks Super Rugby that we are showing here at Cardiff Met Sport TV later. I think the teams are starting to arrive. I think we're starting to get the setup prepared for the live stream. What are you expecting again for from the matches?
Yeah, I think both of them are going to be tough games, and I think if we're starting with the women's game first, it's always a tough little fixture, Exeter. I'm expecting a very physical game, but any team that comes down to King Coyd, we've spoken about. I think you've spoken about it already on this programme today. It's a fortress, and it's a hard place to come, especially on a cold old night like tonight. So hopefully they can stick together and get the dub. And then tonight then against Loughborough. Loughborough, of course, they're flying. They always are. They're a tough team to play against. A lot of very, very good players. 2 Scotland under-20s internationals on the bench for them. They've got the Spanish captain playing and starting tonight. So it's going to be a tough fixture for Cardiff Met. But you know, Cardiff Met have got some big hitters as well. We've got Brandon Harvey, who's been on fire the last couple of weeks. He's been playing well. Roma Zhang in the wing's always a threat as well. So I'm hoping for 2 wins, but I think I'm really expecting 2 tough games for both Met sides tonight.
Well, let's go back to the football. Obviously, it's been quite a disappointing half for Met, but what are your predictions going into the second?
Well, I think it needs to improve. I think discipline, whether we agree or disagree with the decisions, needs to be better in the second half for Met. I think they've played some lovely football and they've broken that back line a fair few times and they've had chances. So they just need to be a bit more clinical in the second half and hopefully an early goal, and that'll set them in good stead for the rest of the second half then.
Steph, thank you so much. I think we're ready to cut back to our commentators, Matt Purdy and Will Stevens. So back over to you, boys.
Yes, welcome back to the Football 3G here at King Coyd campus. We're just about to get the second half underway. Cardiff Met are 3-0 down at home to Essex Blades. See both teams in the centre circle there, Will. Just in a team huddle, I can only imagine that both have something very, very different to say. We actually saw at half-time, whilst the cameras were in studio, Stacey Ayling delivered her team talk in the middle of the pitch to the players in a circle. Very much reminiscent of Phil Brown for Hull a few years back. And perhaps a similar message from Stacey Ayling, because 3-0 down at home, where King Coyd campus has been such a fortress, cannot be good enough, especially when you play that well.
Yeah, you must say Essex away form this season has been really good. They've been really good on the road. 3 wins, just that heavy loss just last week. But they'll be feeling good, and let's just hope Cardiff Met can claw their way back into this game in the second half.
Yeah, just the one substitute for the Archers. Eve Pearson, who gave away the penalty, has gone off, and Maddie Gustafsson has come on in her place. But we're underway here in the second half. The ball goes long from Tiggy Webb as the Archers look to start strong, and Essex goalkeeper Emily Bevan picks up calmly. As we mentioned there, Eve Pearson, who gave away the penalty for the 3rd goal, has gone off. Faith Malenga has switched over from left back to right back, and American-born University of Idaho alumni Maddie Gustafsson, number 17, has come on at left back. Anna Horton losing out there, but does just about steal the ball back. Sophie Davidson clips the ball into Batsford, and Batsford looks long to Maddie Gustafsson. Well, what can Gustafsson bring to the Archers in this second half?
Well, as mentioned earlier, I was lucky enough to be here 2 weeks ago in their 6-0 win versus Hartbury, where she scored 2 goals from left wing back when they had the 5 at the back. So we know what she's capable of getting forward, and let's just hope that she can deliver the same kind of impact here today.
Yeah, looks like there's an attacking substitution from Ayling. Maddie Gustafsson does like to play left wing over left back, so she's playing in the defensive role today, but of course she'll be looking to bomb forward. As the ball comes in from Cochrane, And it's Anna Horton at the back post who looks to clip it back for potentially Kilburn Thompson or Sally Grimm, and it's well watched out and fairly easily watched out by the Essex defence.
Really positive start though for Cardiff Met on the front foot.
Yeah, it's better, that's for sure, from the Archers. Essex goes short to their defence once again. Can Jen Larrick intercept? No, it's well held up by Maddie Biggs. As the ball comes forward, 50-50 situation, and no one really won the ball there, Will, but Gustafsson happens to have stolen the ball in the end. Just
Strong
about
challenge.
retains possession as the tackle from Biggs ends up being an Archer's throw-in. Shouts of a foul throw, but nothing given by the ref. Horton looks forward to Kilburn Thompson. Good touch. Back towards her own goal. Great hold-up play by the striker. Larrick rolls into the feet of Grimm. Poor touch. Back to Larrick. Faith Malenga now on this right-hand side. Holds her width well, but not quite as adept at keeping possession. Tiggy Webb does keep the ball in possession. Fires it in to Cochrane. Back to Tiggy Webb. And she looks to recycle down the left-hand side. Sophie Davidson with her head up. Oh, looks for Maddie Gustafsson, but it's well read by Pridey.
Did well to get in the way of it.
Yeah, and Gustafsson here, we said she likes to be positive with the ball, and she's doing exactly that. She's taken it past the 2 and cuts inside from the 10. Another touch past the 2. She's dribbled a long way here, Maddie Gustafsson, and she striked the ball from range. But it's a tame effort in the end on her unfavoured right foot, Will.
But it's a really positive attitude from the substitution, playing down that left wing-back role. She can get forward more like that and just come up with the final finish. She'll really have an impact on this game.
Yeah, Maddie Gustafsson got something to prove here on Bucks Wednesdays. Not eligible for the Adran Premier Sunday side due to new rules this season. Same with Jen Larrick, and perhaps that's why we see such strong performances from the both of them week in, week out.
Yeah, maybe she wants to be sending a message to Stacey Ailey saying, get me in the starting lineup, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Coming off the bench this week, not something we've seen before. It's a good point made, Will. As Anna Horton steals the ball off the 5. Great feet again from Horton. Goes past 1, goes past 2, and looks to clip the ball in. Not enough on it as she strikes the ball on the volley. Interesting decision from the 11. And Essex clear and do find Maddie Biggs here. Looks for Vasilevsky with the through pass. Tiggy Webb has swept up well, dropping a little bit deeper just so she could clean up. Daisy Farrow in goal finds Faith Malenga. Malenga a few touches forward and just about finds Sally Grimm's feet. Grimm's kept the ball in well.
Good challenge.
It's a foot race here for Kilburn Thompson, which she wins. Holds on to possession for the Archers. Malenga looks down the line for Kilburn Thompson, who stayed on side, but the ball ends up out of play.
Yeah, it's good wing play again by Matt. It's good running off the ball by Kilburn Thompson.
Yeah, running the channels well. Will, we've seen from Kilburn Thompson today, but she'll be thinking back to that huge chance in the first half when the score was still 1-0. She really should have put that one away. You always tell me, Will, if a striker's on the pitch, their main job is to score goals, and, well, she hasn't done that yet.
She'll be looking to, she'll definitely be looking to, and who knows how much of a miss that chance will be in the first half. But let's just see what they can come up with.
The final score between these two back in October in the away fixture for the Archers at Essex was 3-2. So if we see a repeat of that, then big chances in a one-goal game would have made all the difference. Gustafsson loses out in the middle, but does nick it back off the 7, Vasilevska, who chases down Sophie Davison at pace, and luckily she's extremely adept on the ball for the
Essex
Archers.
playing really well in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah,
They're defending in the middle of the pitch, pressing really well.
Sally Grimm looks like she may have just snuck round the back of the 8 here.
Good tracking, good covering.
Yeah, Ella Edwards, I think it was, Abby Jackson, the scorer of the second goal in the end, who came across to snuff out the danger of Sally Grimm. She almost got those long legs going, and we know she's got real pace in those situations, so it was well read for Essex. And it's a corner for the Archers.
Yeah, really good defending.
Sally Grimm puts it in. No challenge, but a miscommunication from the keeper and the defender, and an unorthodox strike from Tiggy Webb over her head sort of lets Essex off the hook there.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe she could have gone with the acrobatic attempt there. Who knows? But it's a good chance from the centre, but a half chance. But that's all that Met seem to be coming up with at the moment. It's half chances. They need that clear-cut opportunity to just get a foot back in this game.
Yeah, and the high press from Met could spell one of those clear-cut opportunities, but Essex look like they may have broken through as Abby Jackson feeds the ball back in to Megan Smith. Clips it forward, perhaps looking for Abby Biggs, but Chelsea Cochrane is there to clear up. Jen Larrick, quick scan over the shoulder, plays it the ball into her American counterpart Maddie Gustafson. Gracie Batford has nicked the ball away well there, but a poor pass leads to a turnover in possession. Cochrane again, quick turn in midfield, out to Gustafson on the far side, a few touches into her path, looking to drive at her opposing wing back, and a sharp turn from the American. Wins herself.
Yeah, done well to get a corner, done really well down that wing. Since coming on, she's done really well down that wing, and she's done well to get the corner.
Yeah, an interesting decision from Ayling to leave her on the bench today. That's not to say that Faith Malenga or Eve Pearson did anything wrong in that first half, other than a few silly challenges, but it's been such a strong player this season, Maddie Gustafson, whenever we've seen her on the pitch. So perhaps something in training or maybe something tactical from Stacey Ayling. Either way.
Good challenge. Really strong.
The Archers look much more positive with her on the pitch. Both Anna Horton and Sally Grimm stand over the ball here. And they opt to go short. Sally Grimm back to Batsford. And Sally Grimm ends up dropping deep to find Sophie Davidson inside. All 10 outfielders for the Archers inside the opposition half here. Jen Larrick the furthest back. A few touches forward into Grimm. Grimm looks to cut back. Slight miscontrol. But finds Tiggy Webb anyways, and Tiggy Webb finds Davidson. And Davidson returns the ball to Webb. Slow build-up, patient build-up from the Archers here. As Faith Malenga finds herself in a little bit of space, drives towards the edge of the box, potentially looking for Kilburn Thompson, but she is out of position here as Essex look to start a counter-attack. It's a nice touch around Tiggy Webb.
Yeah, really
Tiggy
well.
Webb backs herself in a foot race, but it looks like she's not going to catch number 8 and just about does enough to hold up play. As the referee blocks Jen Larrick here, and the force found herself in a little bit of space. Sophie Davison spares the referee's blushes for him as she covers up. But that wouldn't be the first time Jen Larrick would have been annoyed at this referee today as he gets in her way. And Essex end up with the throw-in.
Yeah, it's a really good break from Essex. Obviously on the back foot in the defence and to push themselves up the team with the electric pace. Done really well.
Yeah, looks like the throw-in will be taken by Shani Marion here. Vasilevska drops in. Heavy touch, falls to Cochrane, who looks for Sally Grimm. Back to Marion. A couple touches inside to Vasilevska, and there's a player over on this near side, and they are onside. It's the 4 up against Faith Malenga. Oh, one from Malenga looks for the nutmeg, but in those sorts of areas, it's always risky, Will, as the ball is overturned by the Archers.
Idea.
Jen Larrick now will look to play forward. Does exactly that into Kilburn Thompson. Pops it off first time to Batsford. Batsford looks over the top to Anna Horton, who is in behind the Essex defence. Touch on her left foot. Chops back on her right. Cuts around the defender on her left foot. Cuts around a second on her right. It's Anna Horton! Oh! Strikes over the bar.
What an opportunity for Ellen Norton there.
It's a beautiful pass from Gracie Batsford first time. It's a quick counter-attack. It was link-up play from Larrick, Kilburn Thompson, and finally Gracie Batsford to clip the ball over the top. And I must say, it's beautiful feet from the Cardiff Met winger, but once again, shots off target.
It was scintillating football in the counter-attack, though. We did really well to get away from 2 defenders. It's just the finish. It's the story of Cardiff Met this game. It's just that last shot. It's just that last decision in the final attacking third that's really losing them the game at the moment. But they've got to dig deep. They've got to think big here and really try and just get that ball in the back of the net just that one time.
Yeah, a little bit of a scuffle there between Horton Gustafson and Maddie Biggs for Essex. But as you say, it's the story of Cardiff Met's game. It's the story of their season so far, Will. Really failing to put away opportunities. It was beautiful feet from a player that's had a standout game, Anna Horton. That ball on a piece of string, but
yeah,
really
she's really played really well today.
As Malenga takes it forward into the path of Kilburn Thompson. She's in the box here, and the referee has called for offside. The linesman raises his flag. Kilburn Thompson a yard or 2 ahead of the defenders. Looks like she needs to start checking that line. That's a couple times this game she's been caught offside.
Yeah, it was a good idea, it was a good run, but you got to say it was really good defending by the Essex defence just to push her out wide with that first touch.
Yeah, held their line well there, that's for sure. Ball forward, unorthodox flick on, but it falls to Faith Malenga. Now Sally Grimm, touch inside, absolutely hounded down by a pack of Essex defenders. Great work from them, but it's a poor pass from the number 8. Oh, I'll tell you what, Shani Marion has spared her blushes there by just about getting the ball out of play. And Marion looks to win the ball back from Grimm. Doesn't quite do so, and Malenga resets through Tiggy Webb. First time pass back into the fullback. First time pass to Larrick. And it's lovely football to find themselves away from a bit of pressure and come out the other side through Gustafsson. Gustafsson in the bright orange boots, looking to add a bit of colour to this game. Touch down the wing. Finds herself in a bit of space here, and it's a strong cross into the box for the onrushing Sally Grimm at the far post. Touch away! And it looks like Essex have almost put the ball in their own net.
Well, it's great recovery from Emily Bevan, the Essex goalkeeper, to just, with these late reactions, just to keep it from going in that near post.
Yeah, I couldn't quite see if it was a defender or the goalkeeper who got the final touch on that one, but it was positive play from the American fullback Maddie Gustafsson, and Sally Grimm doing her best to get in at the back post, as all good wingers should do. Ball in here from Sally Grimm, looking for the strike, and my word, it's cleared off the line by the 11 of Essex.
Off the line!
That's Anna Horton with a lovely flick round Pridey.
Essex really defending for their lives here.
Yeah, there's been a lot of chances from corners this game. Will, shots of a foul throw from Gustafsson, nothing given from the ref. Cochrane holds off defender well, and Cochrane turns with 4 bodies around her. She's kept the ball, and she's found Jen Larrick. We've seen her strike from this distance before. Opts not to shoot into Faith Malenga. Faith Malenga with a positive 2 touches. Lays the ball out to Sally Grimm. Sally Grimm back now to Jen Larrick, who goes for the first time cross. Unorthodox, but it's found its way through here to Faith Malenga, who tests Emily Bevan once again, but the linesman's got his flag up. It was a clear offside in the end. But Emily Bevan, her reactions have been spot on today here, Will.
I mean, Essex really hold them out. It was a great pass by Jen Larrick there. I know it was offside, but Jen Larrick did really well to play that pass first time.
Tiggy Webb intercepts, as she does so often for Cardiff Met. Real brick wall at the back, and excellent on the ball as well. Finds Sally Grimm. Touch back here. She's got 4 bodies around her, and she'll do well to keep the ball, which she has not done. Chelsea Cochrane instead makes amends for her. Jen Larrick in the grey gloves and grey headband. Finds Davidson, who springs it out wide to Maddie Gustafsson. Kilburn Thompson drops in once again. And Cardiff Met, although playing the ball well around here, Will, they're not really making too much going forward. And Essex have got a real strong defensive shape and are now looking to counter-attack through Matilda Vaslevska. As usual, American PhD student Jen Larrick finds herself as the defensive stalwart for Cardiff Met. Gustafsson to Davidson. Davidson out to Anna Horton, perhaps looking to square up her marker once again. Instead, a few touches inside, and looks longer for Sally Grimm, but it's well read.
Great interception.
Here's Vaslevska. Lovely touch around the corner into her fellow teammate, who then finds left wing back Shani Marion. Shani Marion is tackled well by Sally Grimm. Great work rate even from the winger. Easy for me to say.
Yeah, I must say, Matt, tactically, Essex have got it all right this half. Coming into the second half 3-0 up, they're just sitting deep. They're just letting Met attack, and they're putting their bodies back. That save off the line, they're just not letting them through. Some really good interceptions, and Essex tactically, they're just playing it all right this half. This will do them really good chance, and maybe they can get another goal on the counter-attack. We'll see.
Yeah, and with passes like that from Faith Malenga, it's not going to offer too much for Cardiff Met. It's beautiful interplay. Yeah, lovely interplay from Essex, who storm forward now. They're getting numbers forward. There's an option over on the far side as the 10 picks it up. She squares up Maddie Gustafsson looks to find the oncoming third player run of the 4.
And that counter-attack just seems to be on for Essex.
Well
They're defending really well, but they can just get them on the counter-attack. And we've just seen an example of it there.
Yeah, I think you're spot on, Will, with the tactics, as the 8 looks to potentially drive forward here. They found a bit of space, and there's numbers over for Essex. Touch around Sophie Davidson, touch out of her body, touch around Daisy Farrow, and a touch into the net. Beautiful football from Essex, beautiful control of the ball, and a beautiful individual goal to put the visitors 4-0 up and put the game potentially to bed.
I mean, look, Met being 3-0 down the first half, they've got to come out in the second half and think attacking football, and it's absolutely cost them there. It's a great counter-attack, and she's gone through, and I must say, such composure to go around the defender and the goalkeeper as well, and what a finish to make it 4-0. It's a really long way back for Cardiff Met now, but we can see what they're made of. But as I said, tactically, Essex have just got this all right completely.
Yeah, I must say, Will, your thoughts on the individual brilliance there from, I think it was Anna Juvenile who ended up scoring the goal. Took it round about 2-3 players, took it round the goalkeeper.
She just found herself in that so much space because, as I said, Maddie Gustafsson coming on from the wing, them fullbacks just pushing up. And the centre-back found themselves in all sorts of space, but really, really composed finish. Really good goal.
Yeah, player down here for Essex. Screams have put it out, and the ref has blown the whistle for the injury. It wasn't a head injury, but I think we can forgive him in a 4-0 at this point in the game. Essex, of course, wanting to look after their player. Not something we like to see.
Let's hope she's okay. That
already has the knee brace on, and it is that leg they're attending to. Tiggy Webb crying for the Archers to come in. We see it on screen here. The Archers huddling round, looking very dejected. Stacey Ayling shouting from the sidelines.
Just sending messages over through Tiggy Webb.
Yeah, Tiggy Webb running over there. Captain today. One of the only players for Met who has looked positive. It's harsh to say that, Will. Would you say that she's the only player who looked positive? Of course, there are some standouts, but as a team, it's potentially not been good enough.
I just think these wing-backs pushing up have really cost them. As he said in the first half, with the set pieces, it's just sloppy defending from the set pieces. A slight moment of madness from Daisy Farrow. You can argue that the second penalty given against Met with the foul by Eve Pearson, who subsequently got substituted off in the second half, you could argue that was harsh, but they've got to push forward and they've got to clean up. And now in the second half, they've got so much work to do. And you can see the gaps in the defence from where the wing-backs are pushing up. And so Tiggy Webb just coming through from the team talk with Stacey Ayling, and hopefully she can get these messages into the team.
Yeah, it looks like there might be a tactical tweak. Unsure if that's going to be a tweak to make the phases of play more attacking or perhaps more defensive and stop shipping goals. We know goal difference can come into play in this league, Will. Before the day, Cardiff Met sat in 4th out of 6 in the Southern Prem. Goal difference of +3, and Hartbury sat above them, although 3 points ahead on a similar goal difference, well, exactly the same, +3. And so when you're looking forward to the Southern Prem Cup, you know, the finishing positions in the league decide who gets a bye in that first round. I think it's the top 3 teams in the Southern Prem Cup get a bye in that first round, and Cardiff Met will obviously be wanting that position. At the moment, they're outside of those places, and they would currently have to play the 5th place team from the Northern Division, which at this moment is Loughborough, which is something they don't want to do. Went out to Loughborough last year in the Premier Cup, and they're a strong team, and so Cardiff Met will be looking to keep the goals difference as low as possible.
Yeah, Essex also starting the day, despite sitting on second, a -6 goal difference. Pushed that all the way up to -2, still sitting in second.
Yeah, game's back underway here, and Tiggy Webb has a foot race on with the 9, Maddie Biggs, who wins the race. Maddie Biggs, touch around her. Decision for the ref to make. This time he waves no penalty. Heart-in-the-mouth moment for Tiggy Webb, and Maddie Biggs could have almost had her 3rd goal of the game, or potential for a 3rd goal, for a 3rd from the penalty spot.
Well, just looking back at that now, that Tiggy Webb challenge, is it that different from the penalty that got given away in the first half? Are Cardiff Met being hard done by? Are they lucky to get away with that? Who knows?
Yeah, it looks like there has been a substitution for Cardiff Met. Striker Esme Kilburn-Thompson has been taken off the pitch, and it looks like Emily Nicholson, the 12, has been brought on in her place. Slight tactical tweak as well, as Tiggy Webb looks to play forward through Maddie Gustafsson. Looks as though the American Gustafsson has gone up front, Will. Slight change from left back to striker for the diminutive American, but we know how positive she can be. We know how strong she is going forward, so perhaps a bit of pace is maybe what Stacey Elling's
a bit of pace, a bit of dribbling. A really big difference from Esme Kilburn-Norton, who in the first half, as I mentioned, her hold-up play, I thought it was quite good, but it's an interesting tactical substitution with Stacey Eiling.
Yeah, Anna Horton here on the ball finds herself surrounded by a couple Essex players, and Gustafsson spares her blushes, picks up the loose touch. Playing everywhere at the moment, Gustafsson. Started in the centre and has drifted out wide to a natural left wing. Can't find Sally Grimm in the box. Head down, and a strike from range from Gracie Batsford. It was, I must say, rather a far way out to attempt such an audacious strike, I could say, Will. She's got it in her locker. We've seen it before.
It's hopeful, Matt. It kind of sums up what Cardiff Met have been about today. Just these long shots. Maybe it's desperate.
Yeah, Jen Larrick takes the ball away there into Gustafsson, who drops in. Looks for the through pass to Anna Horton, who looks like she may have the run on the fullback here. Can she keep the ball in play? Slight drag back, but the referee says no. And it looks as though the Archers have switched back to their favoured 3-5-2 formation, Will. Can you tell me a little bit about that one?
Well, Maddie Gustafsson, so used to playing in this left wing back role, as you said, has gone up front, and it looks like Anna Horton is playing this left wing back role. So they've kind of switched between the defence and the attack then too, and we'll see how it happens. As you mentioned, last home game they won 6-0 in this formation, so let's just hope that they can play the attacking football.
And we see Maddie Gustafsson into the box here, cuts across the ball with a dangerous cross through the corridor of uncertainty.
What a ball!
Yeah,
and there's just no one there to pick it up at the back post, but it's great attacking play again by Cardiff Met.
Emily Bevan didn't look two-faced. She knew there was no one in the box there. Sally Grimm and Emily Nicholson, neither of them taking a gamble on that cross, but it is more positive, and the 3-5-2 perhaps already paying dividends as Chelsea Cochrane now picks the ball up, finds Nicholson in the right wing-back role. Jen Larrick, first time into Malenga, perhaps looking to calm things down using that experienced head of hers, Jen Larrick. Tiggy Webb fires the ball out to Anna Horton. And Horton clips forward for the third player run there of Gracie Batsford. Essex defend well and a look for one of those counter-attacks again, and they do go long. Looks like it was a little bit overhit.
Essex just happy to sit back now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're looking for that.
They've got players behind the ball at all times with the 5 at the back they started off with, but they're just happy sitting. Defending this 4-0 lead in the second half, they're just happy to let Cardiff Met just come onto them.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing exactly that, Will. That's great analysis as we see Emily Nicholson drop into the centre of midfield, and a ball into Sally Grimm. She can't quite keep a hold of it. Chelsea Cochrane does well to shield it from 2, perhaps popping it off to Jen Larrick, which she does. Jen Larrick looks for Gustafsson in behind. Far too much on that one for the left-footed forward. Bit of time here for Bevan to get her team up the pitch. And she does exactly that. Looking forward to Biggs, who wins the header. Tiggy Webb clears up well, although she has another one to win, and she does. Sally Grimm, miscontrolled touch, but it falls to the feet of Tiggy Webb.
Really commanding centre-back play.
Yeah, signs of frustration from Tiggy Webb there. You can hear her screams, hear her cries as Emily Nicholson can't keep the ball in play, and it was a slightly overhit pass from the centre half. Once again, Essex will take all the time in the world for this throw-in. They are in no rush. They've had a long journey down.
Absolutely,
it's hard conditions to play in. And they're 4-0 up, Will. They will be more than happy at this moment to take their time. As Jen Larrick takes a couple touches. Gracie Batsford into Cochrane. Perhaps looking for Anna Horton on the far side, who may still get there. And just about nicks it away from Niamh Pridey, who is one-on-one with Jen Larrick. Come across the cover well, and Sophie Davidson cleans up with the ball in to Horton. Gustafsson's 1v1. Can she showcase some of her talent? Not this time, as she tries to find Sally Grimm, and once again, Cardiff Met find themselves offside.
Really good line by the Essex defence there to put the substitute offside Emily Nicholson.
Yeah, I think it was Sally Grimm who may have just strayed offside there, Will, but the point
Sally
still
Grimm.
stands that the line was well kept by the back three. And then again, take their time. It's a long ball forward from Essex. Chelsea Cochrane does well to keep possession. Anna Horton will look to drive. Still positive from the Archers, even with the scoreline at 4-0. Anna Horton seems to only do positive. A real tricky player. Slides in Gracie Batsford, and it's well shielded out by Essex.
Again, that back five of Essex just doing really well. They're happy to see all these through balls come through, and mentally they just know that they can deal with it at the moment.
Yeah, the game's really slowed down to a halt. 73 minutes in here. Not much action. We're seeing sparks from a few players. Anna Horton trying to get on the ball, make things tick. You're seeing Maddie Gustafsson trying to show Stacey Ayling why she should be starting. But other than that, as you say, Essex really willing to strike from range here. And it's gone in! It's Sally Grimm, who has turned, well, about 25 yards out. And she's taken the goalkeeper by surprise. She's taken us by surprise, Will.
What a strike!
Yeah.
All the way out from there, and it's to make it 4-1. 20 minutes left on the clock. Can they come back?
Yeah.
Can they do this?
Screams of get the ball from all the Archers players. Maddie Gustafsson has done just that. It was a goal from nothing. Hopefully it won't mean nothing for the Archers. My word, what an absolute worldie of a strike from Sally Grimm.
Absolutely, Matt. And let's just hope that they can put this and use this to go forward now.
Yeah, it looks like
in
it
these
might
last
have,
remaining minutes.
Might have lit a bit of a spark on the Archers. They've got another high press on here. The tails are up. Although the referee has pulled the wind out of the Archers' sails there by calling for a free kick Essex's way. Does that turn the game on its head at all for you, Will?
I mean, look, as I've said, this whole half, Essex of defence has just played it really, really tactically, just spot on. It's a lovely goal. It's a lovely finish. The Essex defence, they're just going to hold back now.
We're getting a few shots of the goal up in the gantry here. As the ball is fed in from Essex. We'll hold that thought, as it has fallen to the back post, and Faith Malenga's done very well to shield the ball out of play for the Archers. Yeah, just on that goal, it was Sally Grimm, turned about 25 yards out. Just seeing a few pictures of it up in the gantry.
Half turn as well, to get that sort of power. Really, really good shot.
Yeah, not able to get those pictures out to the viewers at this moment, but it was a wonderful strike. Of course, all footage is available to be watched after this game. Watch the stream back here on Cardiff Met Sport TV. And for the rest of this evening, we'll be going straight over to Bucks for the Super Rugby game of Cardiff Met Women's Ones against Exeter Ones.
Well, you must say Cardiff Met, despite being 3 goals behind, they're still really putting in a shift, trying to get the balls forward.
Yeah, Maddie Biggs is free, and so is the 4 in the centre of the park there. Jen Larrick again sweeping up, doing what she does best. Sally Grimm with a little bit of confidence in her game now after that worldie of a strike. Quick turn from her into Batsford Davidson, finding its way out to Horton. Drop of the shoulder, sends the defender right the other way, but Sally Grimm couldn't quite make things tick for her. Tiggy Webb just about finds Sophie Davidson off the chest
confident,
and face.
composed.
So good in the air, Tiggy Webb, and so good on the ball as she sprays one in to Jen Larrick. Yeah, great turn as well from the Cardiff Met 7 Grimm, who finds Gustafsson. Sharp turn from her. Looks to fake the shot, and another turn from Gustafsson. Now may look for a teammate, does exactly that. Chelsea Cochrane picks the ball up 40 yards from goal, lays it short to Jen Larrick. 1-2. Cochrane with a bit of time and space. Looks over the top for potentially Gustafsson. It's Anna Horton who ends up chasing, and Cardiff Mets
really
cannot
well
keep
to
the
get
ball
a goal kick there.
Yeah, it's great defending from Essex.
But Maddie Gustafsson, just on the outside of the box there, she just needs them 2 players, 1 or 2 players, to just make a run in behind. It looked like she had no options in front of her, so she had to go sideways, backwards, and in the end...
Yeah, it's well intercepted by the 12. The ball is fired into Gustafsson, who looks for a chip over the top. of the goalie on the right foot, looking for a similar kind of strike that Tiggy Webb tried earlier in the game. It wasn't on her favoured left foot. It was a very tough one to take, and in the end it's absolutely no trouble at all for Emily Bevan in goal. Chelsea Cochrane can't quite intercept as the ball falls to Biggs. Full of confidence after her 2 goals. But Sophie Davidson with a strong bit of defending. And Anna Horton rolls the ball under her foot and stays calm under pressure. Faith Malenga touch into the opposition half.
You can see how many players Met have got forward now since scoring that goal. It's really all or nothing now.
Yep, Emily Nicholson, one of those players, the wing-back driving forward. Sally Grimm's pulled off to the right-hand side, so she lays the ball into her feet. It's a short pass, but Sally Grimm's done well, perhaps positive. Chelsea Cochrane with a touch into her path, well read from the Essex defence. Oh, it's a searching ball there. And Tiggy Webb can't find Emily Nicholson. Looks like it's going to be another substitution for the Archers. Sophie Davidson is the woman in question who'll be coming off. Will, your thoughts on Sophie Davidson's game today?
Yeah, I think she played really well today. Her and Tiggy Webb. I mean, it pains me to say it that they've conceded 4 goals, but I think they both played really well today, and it's a shame to see that they're losing 4-1. But I think defensively they played quite well.
Yeah, just getting confirmation that it's Casey Daniels who has come on at centre-half in place of Sophie Davidson. 14 looking to make a difference in the game with a little over 10 minutes to play. Big switch from Anna Horton to Faith Malenga. She's got a lot of time and space to drive with the ball. She finds Batsford, who finds Chelsea Cochrane, who pokes it through to Gustafsson. She's got a chance here, and she's taken the chance.
What a goal!
Essex 4, Cardiff Met 2. Gustafsson has made a huge difference after coming on to the pitch in the second half. She's got herself a goal, and Cardiff Met are just about looking like they may have a way back into this game.
10 minutes to go, Matt. 10 minutes to go. Who knows what could happen? And it's that substitution, Maddie Daston, who's played so well in this second half, and she comes away with a goal. Can they do it?
I tell you what, on a freezing cold day, things are heating up, Will. 4-2. The Archers with more than just wind in their sails here. A high press. They know, they can smell danger. They can sniff that they may have a chance in this game. Gustafsson again wins the ball high up. The high press working well. Looks to feed Emily Nicholson. Met already with the ball in the corner. Looks for the cross. Sally Grimm applies a bit of pressure. As Essex may just be getting worried.
They played defensively so well all game, and their tactics have been so spot on. But Met, they seem to be creating ideas in these final moments of the game.
Yeah, and it's Maddie Biggs who's stolen the ball away from substitute.
Really good play.
Casey Daniels. Daniels finds Batsford, who rolls it into Larrick. Larrick dropping in alongside Tiggy Webb.
Yeah, Larrick just dropping into that centre-back position from that holding midfielder role, so that Casey Daniels can just push forward that little bit more.
Yeah, I think you've got that spot on. It looks like Jen Larrick is now playing alongside Tiggy Webb and Faith Malenga as a left-sided centre-back. As we see Gustafsson on the left herself. Oh, looks for a pass through to Sally Grimm. Not quite making it there. We thought they were going to time waste before. Well, Emily Bevan will definitely keep that one at her feet for as long as possible, Will, because
absolutely
nerves could be creeping in with 10 minutes to go. The clock's just ticked into the 81st minute. Only 2 goals in it now.
Well, this is where Essex have really got to dig deep and just protect that lead that they've got.
Yeah, as Cochrane wins the ball back well. Gustafsson with a lovely touch away from her marker and drives forward. Sally Grimm's making a run through here, and the ball's been played to her. Little bit too much on it, but Maddie Gustafsson once again causing problems for the Essex defence.
Really, really good opportunity. Just that little bit more off the ball, and she was in, Matt.
Yeah,
could have been 4-3, but here, let's see what happens. It's exciting end to this half.
Yeah, Sally Grimm returning to her favoured position as a number 9. Looks like Gustafsson's playing more of the false 9 role, dropping in, and Sally Grimm looking to hold up against the defensive line and make runs in behind. As Faith Malenga gets tackled.
Good defending by the
Biggs.
Essex attacker there.
Malenga into Webb, who finds American-born Jen Larrick. Jen Larrick takes a few touches forward and a lovely clip over the top
Great
to Anna
ball.
Horton. First time cross with the left foot, but it's got to be a little bit better than that, Will, surely.
Yeah, it was a really good ball over the top down to Anna Horton. Maybe just a bit uncomfortable in that left wing back role, but she's got to be pushing forward now. She played really well in the first half. We know how technically well she is on the ball. She just needs to deliver that, maybe that final pass, but we're really going to see what the wingers are made of in this 5-back Cardiff Met team.
Yeah, technically gifted player indeed, but loves to cut in onto her right foot, so perhaps struggling a little bit with the first time cross. But
really good
have won the
press.
ball back here through Gracie Batsford and Gustafsson. Chelsea Cochrane with a little touch over the oncoming 7. Clever to keep the ball from her. Jen Larrick keeps it simple as usual. Finds the 14, Casey Daniels, who's closed down well by Maddie Biggs. And Sally Grimm looks to reset, but it's a poor pass. And Maddie Biggs, 2 goals already from the spot today. Nips past Tiggy Webb. Faith Malenga
Good
covers
tracking
well.
by Malenga.
And that's got to be a foul, surely. And the ref says yes. Malenga wins the ball back for her team and wins a free kick for her team.
Yeah, slightly cynical by the Essex centre-back. Thinks I have a juvenile there. Just stopping Malenga counter-attacking for Cardiff Met. Tactically, maybe that was a good foul in Essex's favour.
Yeah, didn't get shown a card for that one, so more than happy. As Anna Horton's been slid through here by Cochrane and has won a corner for Cardiff
Done
Met.
really well to get the corner there, yeah.
Now, we've seen goals from corners and we've seen chances from corners. Cardiff Met, if they want any chance of getting back into this game, will need to make this one count. They've thrown a lot of players forward here, but they've opted to go short to Batsford. Anna Horton even swings one in. Tries to find substitute Casey Daniels.
Yeah, dangerous ball into the box and yet another corner. Only 7 minutes to go plus stoppage time in this end of the match.
Yeah, Anna Horton stands over the corner, puts it in, and it's Gracie Batsford at the near post. The ball falls to Tiggy Webb. My word, that is a huge chance for Cardiff Met.
Huge chance goes missing from the centre-back Tiggy Webb. Huge chance. And again, it's the end of the match, and it was corridor of uncertainty in that box, but it's a really good ball in, and another chance goes missing. And that's a handball, and Cardiff Met are really on the front foot here.
Yeah, they take it short, they take it quick. Batsford, back to Daniels. Finds Malenga, who will no doubt step forward with this ball, and she does. To Larrick, calms things down. Plays in Tiggy Webb, commanding at the back from Tigera Webb. Ball into Jen Larrick, a little bit ahead of her, and she needs to keep this in, which she does. Touch forward, plays to Gustafsson. The live wire of Cardiff Met in this second half, who looks to find Sally Grimm with a dangerous ball in. And Emily Bevan has to be on her toes to pick that one up.
Yeah, again, another searching ball, and it's a good run. It's just inches away. The Cardiff Met looking really promising at the end of this match.
Yeah, time is ticking down for the Archers. You can sense the urgency. You can feel the tension. Although there's 2 goals in it, Will, it feels like this could still go anyone's way, as that is a relaxed bit of play from Anna Horton to let... It looked like it was Vasilevska to steal the ball. And Jen Larrick has to come across to clear up at centre-back, but she's only managed to find the Essex 4. Can Tiggy Webb sort things out for the Archers? The answer is yes. She's done extremely well to take the ball off the toes of the Essex forward and win a goal kick for Cardiff Met. And they've gone quick through Daisy Farrow.
Really good defending by Tiggy Webb that maybe has just kept Cardiff Met in this game, because they looked frail at the back there. They looked empty, but they're on the attack again now.
Yep. Daniels intercepted by Maddie Biggs. Faith Malenga needs to be careful here, as there is an overload from Essex, and they'll look to use that now. They're 3v2 in the box. 6 plays it across, and Tiggy Webb, once again, is the saving grace for Cardiff Met. As Niamh Pridey just about gets the ball clear. Chelsea Cochrane on this near side sprints out of play to grab the ball underneath the gantry. Throws it over the fence and tells... Well, it's a foul throw. I was going to say she's told Emily Nicholson to get a move on and take it quick, but referee's given a foul throw and perhaps a little bit too hasty from the Archers.
Yeah, just those last-minute nerves coming into play there, maybe with that foul throw.
Yeah, lots
just
of
going back to these 2 attacks by Essex, they've done really well to defend it, but it's just them counter-attacks, them 2 counter-attacks that we've just seen there. If one of them goes in, game's over.
Yeah, but would you say at this point it's risk versus reward? They've got to go for something. As
Absolutely.
Tiggy Webb searches for Maddie Gustafsson here, she takes a touch over the 5. She's got the pace to get round the other side. She strikes on her left foot, and it's a good save from Emily Bevan. It's something out of nothing from Maddie Gustafsson once again. A ball over the top, great pace from the American, a touch on her left foot to clip it over the defender's head, and she's got her shot away. If Cardiff Met want to get back into this game, she looks like the woman to do it.
Absolutely agree, Matt. She's looked sensational since coming on. Outstanding forward play by Maddie Gustafsson in that striker role that she may not even be used to.
Yeah, looks like she's almost got a free roll as the ball is found into Sally Grimm, who's gone for the flick on. Can she chase down her own header? No, she can not. An interesting decision to flick that one on there, Will.
Yeah, maybe a hopeful ball into the box, and she's gone for goal. Maybe she could have touched it down, but it's still good forward play by Met.
Yep, as Neve Pridey finds herself on the ball here, looking for the 10 in midfield, finds her well, out wide. Oh, and Faith Malenga with a strong challenge. The referee says play on. Chelsea Cochrane looking for the ball over the top. I think Cochrane knows what to do when she gets the ball, and it's look for Gustafsson, as it's Sally Grimm who finds herself on the ball. It's well tackled, but retains possession for the Archers. Quick scan by Daniels, who finds Larrick, now finds Anna Horton. Takes on her opposition player 1v1, couple step overs and cuts inside, strikes from range. Perhaps Nicholson can keep the ball in. Unfortunately, she cannot.
Yeah, I mean, it almost turned into quite a good ball at the back post. Maybe someone gone, but yeah, the shot just wide. And Cardiff Met still looking for, wow, an equalising 2 goals in these last closing minutes of the game.
It's a slightly under-hit goal kick, which has found its way to Cochrane, who finds, or looks for Maddie Gustafsson, I should say. Doesn't quite find her in the end. Matilda Vaslevska looks wide here to Ella Rossiter. Ella Rossiter shielding well from Cochrane, but can't do enough. Do Cardiff Met have numbers over here? Lovely feet from the number 8
Useful
here.
bit of play.
Ella Rossiter picks it up once again. Faith Malenga with a good interception, although she is pressed. Deals well under pressure. Good interplay from Cardiff Met. Grace Batsford on the ball now. Pops it back to Jen Larrick. Back into Batsford. Turns just inside the opposition half in the centre circle. Looks over the top for Sally Grimm. Not quite able to get on the end of that one. Will, almost 89 minutes gone here. I know there's still potentially a lot to play for. I'm going to ask you for your player of the match. Although it may look like it's going to be an Essex victory, Cardiff Met have played well here. Is potentially someone from the Met team made a standout mark on the game today?
Well, the standout mark has got to go to Maddie Gustafsson as a substitute and her impact on the game. But Essex have just played really well defensively and tactically got it spot on. But Maddie has been Met's shining star, really.
Yeah, as Anna Horton strikes from range here, it's a great strike, and it whistles past the post. Positive signs from a very positive player. I'm sure there were a few thoughts going around your head that maybe Anna Horton could have taken player of the match. Started the game well and looking to finish the game well as well. But yeah, I've got to say, well, I think you've chosen the right player there, Maddie Gustafsson, the only real shining light for the Archers in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And in that unknown striker role, I think she's done spectacularly well today.
Yeah, as the clock starting to tick down here, I think the Archers are sensing that it might not end up being their day. There's still urgency in their play. They're still getting the ball moving quickly under Tiggy Webb's control here. But time is ticking. We've hit the 90-minute mark. The ref has checked his watch. A few minutes of injury time, perhaps. But 2 goals is a long way to go against an Essex team that have defended so well. And it looks like those mistakes from the Archers may pay dividends in the end.
Absolutely. Essex with every player behind the ball in these last closing seconds of the game.
Yeah. Jen Larrick driving forward. Archers throwing as many bodies forward as they can. Faith Malenga steps inside, takes it past 1, tries to go past 2. Essex in no rush to try and play any sort of football here. Roll back to the fullback, and a hoof-up pitch will suit them nicely. Win any second ball they can, which they've done here through the 7. Crowded out by the Archers. Jen Larrick sweeps up. Casey Daniels finds Anna Horton 1v1. She needs to show some of her magic now, and she does. Round the number 2. It's good feet from Horton. Little cutback. Got to be strong to retain possession. Is strong. Does not retain possession. Wins a throw-in for the Archers. She'll be looking to get a move on here. Ball back into Sally Grimm, who's dropped deep. It's a good tackle from Essex. Gracie Bettesford drops off. Instead, Jen Larrick finds herself in possession. Now Tiggy Webb looking to drive forward as she does so well. Strong ball forward, perhaps looking for Gustafsson or an oncoming run from Chelsea Cochrane, but neither were able to find their way through in the end. And Emily Bevan rather comedically dives on the ball, and I think she's more than happy to take as much time as she needs to.
Yeah, she'll just hold on to that now. These closing seconds of the game.
Ball goes up in the air. No whistle from the referee yet. Tiggy Webb strong in the air, just about wins it. Ball forward. And that is the final whistle from the referee. The scoreline here at Kincoid campus, Cardiff Met 2, Essex 4. It's a long trip here for the visitors, and it'll be a long trip home. Will, your thoughts on the game?
Well, Cardiff Met, despite having such a large amount of possession in the game and creating a few good chances, I must say that Harrison Walsham's tactics for the defence of Essex have really paid dividends today, and it's really paid off in Essex with a great away win.
Yeah, absolutely. As we say, Stacey Ayling will be not too happy with the way her team performed. But the final score here, Essex 4, Cardiff Met 2. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, back-to-back games where we've seen a 6-goal thriller here at Kincoid. I'm joined again with Harrison Jones. Harrison, just give me some quick thoughts about the match.
Yeah, Met were very unfortunate to concede a goal early on from Ella Edwards, but they managed to find goals back from, I think, Sally Grimm long-distance strike, surprised most of us here, and then Maddie Gustafsson inside the box. But Maddie Gustafsson definitely made a massive impact off the bench to grab some goals back, and we could have seen more goals later on if there was more time available.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, Harrison. I'll pass you on over now to the very capable hands of Hugh Gwynn and Kate Wynn for the women's rugby, where it's already kicked off. They're playing Exeter. So for now, I've been Ben Perris. I'm still Ben Perris. Apparently, we're just trying to cut to the street. I've been Ben Perris. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.
Weren't really trying to get the ball out wide. They were just trying to keep the ball quite close and, yeah, trying to utilise their forwards to try and get the ball over the line. On that occasion, it didn't work out.
Might be one of Cardiff Met's weaknesses then.
They'll be looking to capitalise on that during this game, and we'll see what happens as the game goes on.
We also need to remember that there's some key players that aren't here today, like Amy Williams and Sarah Singleton as well, even though the girls are making up for it quite well.
Yeah, how great is that experience though, being able to go out to Dubai and play rugby sevens for your country?
Yeah, well, Sarah Singleton has said that she has great ambitions to make it into a career, so hopefully she can bring some advice back from her professional career out in sevens right now and see if they can help Met develop it all.
Exeter looking to play quickly here. Number 9, Fionn Marshall, coming towards the line, and she's put it down. Try for Exeter. Fionn Marshall broke through the lines.
Oh, Nicole Marlowe really tried to stop her there, but didn't quite make it.
I feel like Cardiff Met defence was a bit light there. They broke through a bit too easy.
Yeah, they didn't see that coming at all, did they?
But it was good work from Fionn Marshall looking to play quickly. And yeah, she's reaping the rewards now.
Yeah, I think what Exeter have clearly been focusing on is seeing gaps in the line. Because before we saw a break in the line between somebody kicking it through the line and chasing the ball. And it almost worked as well. As in, these are points I think Cardiff Met need to take back into training as well, just to keeping that line tight and looking over your shoulder both sides and making sure that you've got equal distance and making sure that nobody can get through, basically.
Yeah, it's all about just being switched on all the time, isn't it? When play does break down and then Exeter decides to play quickly, make sure that you're switched on, and yeah, you don't switch off and concede any tries. But unfortunately on that occasion Exeter did break through, and that means the score is 5-all. But as we can see here, Fionn Marshall picks up the ball quickly and then just breaks through a few tackles and then puts it down.
Yeah, Nicole Marlowe goes straight down there. No match.
No match for Marshall, the scrum half. The Exeter player's just back on her feet now. We're really hoping that she's okay to carry on.
Looks like the Exeter players are really giving it their all today. They're giving 100% from the start.
As we can see there, we can see Lisa Newton, the Cardiff Met head coach. We had a chat with her earlier, and yeah, she was saying some really interesting things about Cardiff Met and the way that they play now. She was saying that she really wants them to focus on their play. They don't worry about anyone else. They just focus on themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see Gareth Baber there, rocking the moustache. So much better than mine.
But you're still doing it for November, yeah? It's all for the cause.
All for the cause, isn't it? It's a great cause. And that is a great moustache, I've got to say.
I also wonder if Lisa Newton was currently talking about tactics there as well. I wonder what she's preparing to say going into the second half.
I'd love to be the fly on the wall for that conversation.
Yeah, definite. It's interesting as well. She said that they haven't changed who they are and how they prepare for a game, and you know, they focus on their play. I just wonder maybe if they think they might have done more preparation for this game and looking deeply into how Exeter play.
Tilly Westwood's preparing to take the conversion now. And she gets it. That puts Exeter in the lead. Cardiff Met 5, Exeter 7. It's been a great game so far, isn't it? It's been quite close, but it's been evenly contested.
Yeah, but Exeter are leading from behind now, and that'll give them a big boost as well, considering that they are away, you know, on Cardiff Met turf. So, no, if they keep up, then I did say that it was going to be a close game. So maybe this is the start of the whole game now.
Just remember the game that was played in Exeter in October. Cardiff Met came back excellently in that game to win the game. So
yeah, but I'll also remind you who, when Exeter played against Hartpury, they won 24-31, whereas Cardiff Met, when we played Hartpury, lost 44-12.
Yeah, you never know what can happen in Bucks
rugby. The statistics don't lie.
The statistics certainly don't lie, Kiki. Exeter looking to run the ball out here, spreading the ball. Brennan gets tackled. Good work here from Cardiff Met, looking to drive Exeter back. Good work. That's Fionn Marshall again, looking to gain some yards. Tilly Westwood deciding to kick the ball long. Picked up by Nicole Marlowe. Spreading the ball out to Natalia Barnes. Good offload. Nicole Marlowe deciding to kick the ball just over the top. But Exeter have regained possession. Good idea there from Nicole Marlowe, though.
Yeah, but one of the elements that they needed to work on was playing out wide, and you know, some players on the edge of the pitch are waiting for it, waiting for that big pass, that big kick over to the side to the wings of the pitch.
Great work there from number 21, Lauren Summers. Penalty to Cardiff Met here, just outside their own 22. Yeah, just going back to that run there from Lauren Summers, it seems like her and Fionn Marshall are really trying to break through the lines, and yeah.
Well, you've got to take the chances where they come here, as in it's such a quick, fast-paced game. The ball nearly came into the gantry. Yeah, but so far I'm not quite sure who controls the tempo of this game. I think it's quite neck and neck.
Yeah, it's all about instinct, isn't it? I guess when you see the space, you just go for it, don't you?
Yeah, you have to. You can't just linger about, because then you miss your opportunity, because somebody else might get there faster than you or realise what your game plan is. It's important to just take the chances when they come.
Molly Reardon with the line out. Exeter looking to play quickly. Neve Orchard, the vice captain, running with the ball. Kick by Tilly Westwood, right in the corner. Exeter chasing this ball. Can they get there? She has! She has got there!
That was
excellent try there from Exeter.
Play.
Great kick from Tilly Westwood in behind the Cardiff Mets defence into the right corner, and I think it was Constance Clark that got in right in the corner, but it was a massive chase there, and she did manage to get the try.
Yeah, that was a brilliant run. Well, they're taking advantage of the wings, exactly where Lisa Newton wanted to focus on. So, you know, maybe this is definitely something we need to come back to in training and work on, because they definitely took advantage of that and it really paid off. That was fantastic.
It seems like Tilly Westwood has great awareness, and yeah, it was excellent just to see the space in behind there. And
Again,
she saw,
when you see it, you have to go for it.
Yeah, she saw that the right winger, Constance Clark, was free and she's got pace, and she got there in the end.
Yeah, maybe they know their strengths really well, you know, with your players and your teammates.
Yeah, great kick from Tilly Westwood in behind. It was a real chase there. Constance Clark, great speed, and
what a kick as well.
It was a great kick, wasn't it?
They're turning out to be a really dangerous team.
Conversion here, just on the right side of the pitch. Doesn't get it this time, but Exeter will be delighted with that. With the game so far, currently the score is Cardiff Met 5, Exeter 12 after 22 minutes.
Yeah, Cardiff Met need to make sure that they don't lose motivation now, because it's quite easy to do when you're on the losing streak.
I'm sure they've got quite a good mentality. I think they've come back a few times this season, so I'm not too worried about Cardiff Met so far. I'm sure they can get back into this game. Nicole Marlowe restarting the game now. I don't think she'll be too happy with that kick. Didn't go as far as she wanted to, but Exeter looking to play now. Somehow they've still got possession of the ball. Ball was bouncing around everywhere. Tilly Westwood clearing her lines straight to Isla Craig, who's running straight towards the Exeter defence. Good work from her. Is Nicole Marlowe going to go to the corner now and hopefully recreate what they did at the start of the game when they scored after 4 minutes? Are we going to see a repeat of that? She won't be happy with that kick. That kick has gone too far.
Really unlucky.
That means it's going to be a scrum now. She'll be disappointed with that kick because usually she's very consistent.
Yeah, usually she's quite on it, but unfortunately not this time.
It seems like it's not quite working out for Cardiff Met so far this game.
No, but we've still got plenty of the game left. We're only almost 25 minutes in. Still early doors.
I might be being too pessimistic so far in this game. Sorry, Kiki.
No, but I'm Exeter have shown that they are the underdogs.
But they certainly are a good team, though.
Definitely.
As we've seen so far. Scrum just collapsed there.
Considering they haven't played games since the 1st of November, they're doing really well.
Yeah. You'd think that they'd be a bit rusty, but...
Yeah, you'd think so, but maybe they've been keeping it up. Whatever they've been doing in training is definitely paying off so far.
Referee's just having chat with the Exeter forwards now. As Fiona Marshall prepares to put the ball back into the scrum. It's great to hear the Cardiff Met fans singing and trying to get behind their team.
Yeah, this is it could be considered as a crucial point in the game because you don't want the lead to go too far.
Plenty of talking going on the pitch, giving each other directions.
Brilliant. The girls are chuffed with that.
Another scrum, but this time it's Cardiff Met.
Just talking about the changes in players and match lineup, Hugh. Number 8, Jess Rogers is captain, has replaced EC Cantrell as captain in this game. We had a chat with Maisie today as well, and she said that Jess is more of a captain that stays quiet but leads by example. So hopefully everybody is following her example because she looks like she's putting a good shift in.
Yeah, it's important to have different type of characters in the team, isn't it? Nicole Mao spreads the ball out. Exeter regains possession of the ball after the ball gets fumbled by Cardiff Met. Exeter Rook just on the right corner of the pitch, looking to run the ball out. It's interesting to see so far this game that both teams are trying to run the ball out as much as they can. That's Cardiff Met's penalty now. Nicole Marlowe is looking to play quickly.
Cardiff Met love a tap and go. We see a lot of that from Denai Mugabe, who's actually on the bench today. So hopefully we'll see her come on later on in the game. She's back from injury as well. So
yeah, she got injured in the Hartpury game a few weeks back, and she's definitely one to watch on the bench. And she's kind of Cardiff Met's secret power in a way.
Yeah, they call them impact players for a reason.
Yeah, good work here from Molly Reardon breaking through the lines. Cardiff Met forwards, but Exeter have gained possession of the ball. Good work from their forwards to get the ball back. Still looking to run the ball out.
Isla Craig showing there that she's such a strong player.
Exeter kicking the ball out, and it's going to be a Cardiff Met lineup just in Exeter's 22. We'll see if Cardiff Met can drive forward now. But a poor line out from Molly Reardon there.
They'll be disappointed with that, because usually they're quite on form with their line out.
It seems like the ball's been turned over quite a bit so far this game, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's small, silly mistakes that are happening at the minute. That's definitely something Lisa Newton's going to want to point out during half-time.
Yeah, so just thinking about the two managers, what do you think Lisa Newton will be thinking right now? And what do you think she'll be telling her players at half-time?
I think she's got a fair few things she's going to want to say. As in, definitely that line out. We need to have a better structure. We need more set plays. We need to use the wings more. Definitely, because you can see as we're watching the pitch now, there are some good gaps here that we could take advantage of, and maybe actually take a few examples from Exeter with their kick to the corner, a few things like that, and just take the chance.
Yeah, take the chance, try and play a bit quicker, look for the spaces in behind, and try and get the ball out wide.
Exactly, even if it doesn't work, at least you've put a bit of pressure on.
Good work there from Molly Reardon, just coming towards the Exeter defence. Poor pass there from Nicole Marlowe. But back to the penalty to Cardiff Met there. apologies. It's not a penalty, it's a scrum. I think it was for a knock-on against Exeter.
These two teams love a good scrum.
I think we've seen more than 10 scrums so far this game.
Quite a fair few, and it really slows down the pace of the game as well.
But I think so far this game, the scrums have been quite tightly contested. No team has got the better of the scrums.
Yeah, I think that's what's hard about dictating where this game is going, is wondering which one has most dominance, and I think it's quite equal, even though the score says otherwise, but I think both are playing the game quite well.
Yeah, we'll see if Exeter's forwards really try and get into the game. We've seen 2 tries from Exeter, but they haven't really come from the forwards' work. They've really come from the backs. Tilly Westwood with a great kick for that second try, and Constance Clark chasing and getting the ball down.
Yeah, brilliant play. Oh, a ref having a talk.
Great work there from Molly Reardon, just pushing through, breaking through the lines again. But great work from the Exeter forwards.
And Owen did a great tackle in there.
Jacqueline the ball.
Unlucky.
We've seen a few players go down with injuries so far this game too, haven't we?
Yeah, Matt haven't been very lucky with injuries so far. Some key players have gone down because of injuries. So yeah, that's definitely something for S&C lessons.
But it's been a very physical game, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Millie Twigg ready to put the ball into the scrum now. Who can get the best out of this scrum? The Cardiff Met crowd trying to rile on their team again with a few chants. Millie Twigg getting brought down by the Exeter defence. Keita Carr looking to run with it.
I'm sure this being Millie Twig's first game for Cardiff Met first, I'm sure she was really nervous, but she settled into the game really well.
Yeah, she definitely has. Yeah. Although Cardiff Met are missing Seren Singleton, I think Millie Twigg has come in and she's done a stellar job in this game.
Yeah, Lisa Newton even mentioned that she could be a possible consistent player for Cardiff Met.
Good work from Natalia Barnes. But she gets tackled, and good work from the Exeter forwards. And it's a penalty to them.
Yeah, they've had a fair few turnovers as well. They look like they've really been working on that. Maybe that's where their Cardiff Met's weaknesses are. They don't get support fast enough.
Ball's just gone out of play there. Exeter with the line out just inside the Cardiff Met half here. 34 minutes on the clock and the score is Cardiff Met 5, Exeter 12. Exeter have got the best out of this game so far, but Cardiff Met will be hoping that they can get back into this game. The game has been quite evenly contested so far. Good line out from Exeter, looking to drive forwards with the maul. Number 2, Evie Butcher with the ball at the back of the maul. They're still going, getting...
Exeter are currently the 4th in the league table as well, and if they win this game they'll be neck and neck with Loughborough, so they really do need to win for this one.
Exeter looking to spread the ball. Good work there from number 3, Alessia Skates. Ball getting spread out. Number 13, the captain Brennan. Back to the penalty to Exeter there.
I feel like maybe Exeter are communicating a bit more. I think maybe that's where Cardiff Met are going wrong. They need to communicate and shout across the pitch if they want the ball or are available, you know.
Kick there from Tilly Westwood into the corner in a dangerous position.
Yeah, Cardiff Met will be a bit nervous about this. That it's kind of a repetitive play from Exeter because they found a method that's working and they keep doing it.
Can Evie Butcher deliver a good line out here to try and get the forwards and drive forward? We saw just a few moments ago Exeter with a great driving maul, gaining some yards. Can they do the same again, and will it end up with a try this time?
Well, Cardiff Met will be hoping that they can't do that again.
Ball is thrown too far, it's going to get picked up. Yeah, the ball is out with Exeter quite close to the Cardiff Met try line. Can they get the ball out quick? They're keeping the ball quite close here, in and around the posts. Passing the ball quickly, looking to play the ball in behind there with a kick from Tilly Westwood. But it's getting blocked by Cardiff Met. Ball is out.
That's the third time they've tried to kick it through the line, so they're definitely trying to think that that's a method that works. But maybe Cardiff Met is learning a bit now.
They might think that that's a weakness of Cardiff Met, maybe when they try and get the ball in behind, so they'll be hoping to capitalise on that. But it was interesting to see Tilly Westwood looking for the kick there, because it was all in close quarters, wasn't it? There wasn't much room, but it shows that she's quite a creative player. She's looking for the balls in behind.
Yeah, in a game of this standard as well, I think you can afford to be a bit creative, because you've got to get the foundations of the game right, obviously, but then once you get that correct, then you can just start being creative with the ball and being unpredictable to the opposition.
I think Exeter are playing with a lot of confidence right now. They're not scared to try anything new. Compare that to Cardiff Met, who are playing maybe a bit more wary because they are behind. Maybe they're playing a bit more safe, possibly.
Yeah, maybe they're playing a bit safer, as you say, because they've got such a mix of new players.
Exeter looking to drive forward on the right-hand side. Can they push the Cardiff Met defence back? But Cardiff Met defence are doing a great job to push the Exeter forwards back here.
Yeah, good amount of support there.
The ball is still there on the right hand side. They're looking to spread the ball out here. Good work from Cardiff Met.
Some really hard hits in there as well.
There is. Still looking to drive forward. She has gained some yards there. The ball is quite close. Can Exeter get the ball over the line here? Ball is out. They've got women. Number 15 puts it down. Lottie Dadds with the try. They had plenty of girls out on the left-hand side there. Decided to pass the ball out to Lottie Dadds, who puts it down comfortably for Exeter.
Yeah, Exeter just showing again how strong they are when they play out wide. They've just got the support there on the sides. It's brilliant to watch, but not so good for Cardiff Met.
I think Cardiff Met put too many bodies forwards towards the middle, towards the forwards, and I just left some space on the left-hand side there, and it was an easy try for Exeter in the end.
They left themselves really, really vulnerable on the wings there. Plenty of space. Two players were open and nobody marking them. As in, there was so easy try for Exeter.
Tilly Westwood with the conversion now. And she misses that time. That means a score is Cardiff Met 5, Exeter 17, going into the end of the first half there. I'm a bit surprised that she missed there, because she did get a harder kick earlier on in the game. Can Cardiff Met get their way back into the game? Good work here from Exeter, spreading the ball out quickly. Lottie Dadds gets the ball on the left-hand side, and she puts it down.
Yeah, nobody remotely close to Lottie Dadds there.
Nicole Marlowe restarting the play here. Exeter looking to be on the front foot yet again. Did she drop the ball there? Yes. The referee does say so.
The further ahead Exeter go and create a gap in points-wise, harder it is for Cardiff Met to keep motivation.
Yeah, it is. They'll be looking for a big second half now, because as it stands at the moment, it's looking like the game is going away from them, isn't it?
Yeah, compared to their win against Exeter last time when they were away, this is I think they might be surprised themselves at how this game is turning out.
But we'll go back to what happened in that game. They did come back and they did get the win. So Lisa Newton will be looking to say a few words and gain some inspiration to get back into the game in this second half.
Definitely, there needs to be some constructive criticism during half-time, I think.
Interesting to see that it's not Nicole Marlowe kicking into the corner. She's been the one kicking to the corner so far this game, but they've decided that Emily Joyce was the best option to kick to the corner there. Why do you think that is?
Really interesting, you mentioned that. Really interesting choice, as she was a sub in the last game, but she's obviously shown how well she's done in training, probably, and getting the benefits for it.
Exeter with the knock on there. Scrum for Cardiff Met in the left corner.
We can see there Lisa Newton getting really close up to the action, trying to motivate the girls. It must be a frustrating watch, considering that they won their last game against Exeter.
Linehouse for Cardiff Met on the left hand side. They've dropped the ball. Ball is flying everywhere here. Exeter's coaching staff were delighted with that.
Yeah, this game
really
isn't going Cardiff Met's way at all.
It's definitely not so far this game. Another scrum for Exeter.
I think we can clearly see that losing some players has had a bit of effect on Cardiff Met as well. So maybe if we get Denai Mugabe on the second half, it might be a familiar face and she can work her magic on the pitch.
Yeah, she's definitely a superpower, and yeah, she'll be hoping to come on and make a difference in this game. But now the game's been very stop and start so far, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not good for the tempo. It's not good for the tempo, all this stop and start.
Exeter have won the penalty there. They'll be happy with that.
They'll do a tap and go, yeah.
They're playing quickly, as we can see here.
We can see that Exeter are clearly trying to hold on to the pace of play here. They're trying to control the game. And I think it's working.
Yeah, they are really setting the tempo for the game, aren't they?
Yeah.
Good tackle there from Cardiff Met. Driving Exeter back. Exeter still have possession of the ball, looking to kick the ball out. Tilly Westwood once again. Ball's been picked up here by the number 15, Natalia Barnes. Looking to spread the ball out to the left-hand side. Looking to push forwards in the latter stages of this first half. And that's a penalty for Cardiff Met.
Brilliant, let's hope they use this now. A third player down for Exeter.
Another injury for Exeter here.
They're not lucky on the injury front.
Yeah, now we've seen quite a few injuries so far this game, and it's been quite physical, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's hope that Exeter don't have to make another change before the end of the first half.
We can see a few Cardiff Met players having a chat here now. I think, what they might be considering is how important this game is for them to stay at the top of the league. They're currently, they've played 7, won 5. They've currently got 25 points. They're first in the league. They need to hold on to that top spot, because in second place we've got Hartbury, which Cardiff Met lost to, but Exeter won against. As in, this is a tough game to call.
Yeah, it's a very competitive league, and I think on their day, any team can beat anyone, really.
Yeah, even though Cardiff Met are at top of the league and they're not in the relegation zone or anything like that, but we've got 18 rounds and we're on round 10. I think there's plenty. We can see the league table change a lot in that time.
Yeah, they'll be hoping that they can finish as high as they can up the table so that they can get a good game, hopefully, in the quarterfinals. Or even if they finish first, they'll get a bye and go straight into the semi-finals. So they'll be hoping that they can play well in this game firstly and hopefully end up top of the table.
Definitely.
Line out for Cardiff Met on the left-hand side, looking to drive forwards here. Good work from Exeter again, and we can hear the coaching staff from here just cheering their team on. They know that they're making a good job, and they're thwarting the Cardiff Met attack so far this game.
Yeah, it's good that we can hear them as well. It's good that Exeter have some support as well, considering that they're away.
Another scrum here on the left-hand side of the pitch.
They must be feeling a bit fatigued as well with all these scrums.
We haven't seen much open play in the past 10 minutes. It's been very stop-start. And I think this probably does go Exeter's way because Cardiff Met are trying to get back into this game. And they can't really do that when it's very stop and start. And
yeah, I think that's where mistakes are happening as well. It's really stop and start, and we're getting fatigued, and Cardiff Met girls can't keep up the tempo, and when you can't control the tempo, it's really hard to know where the play's going.
We can see a replay here of the Cardiff Met drive there. Good work from the Exeter defence. Now we're back on the scrum on the left hand side of the pitch.
Not really.
Good work there from Cardiff Met. And they've got the penalty. They will be ecstatic with that, especially at this point in the game. Can they get a few points on the board before the end of the first half?
Easy Cantrell on the screen here for us. She's not captain today, just as a reminder for people. Jess Rogers has taken over the role for her today, so interesting to see how this is playing out, and I wonder what she'll say half-time to the girls.
But she's a massive loss, isn't she? Because we know that she's such a big presence. She's got a massive voice in that team. Yeah, so she's going to be a big loss for the team.
Exactly. We've been told as well that she's quite vocal and communicates a lot on the pitch as well, so maybe that's what's missing here today.
Cardiff Met line out on the left-hand side of the pitch. They'll be looking to make the most of this now and drive forward.
This is Met's opportunity now to try and close the gap.
They're driving forwards here. Cardiff Met are pushing forwards. Can they get the ball down? The ball is close. Will Cardiff Met be looking to spread the ball? They're going short here. Is the ball down? The referee says no.
We can see Isla Craig still
pushing,
waiting for it.
Ball is close. So many bodies there.
Isla Craig is calling for it.
And Cardiff Met have got the ball down just before the end of the first half. They will be ecstatic with that, won't they, Kiki?
Well, it definitely leaves them in a better position than they were a few minutes ago. That'll definitely help them. If they can get the conversion as well, that'll be a big boost for them going into the second half.
I've got to say, though, Cardiff Met weren't really looking like they were going to score, but they'll be really happy with that.
Exeter put up a great fight there. They're really strong girls, really holding their place on the pitch.
But saying that, though, Cardiff Met have played in the Exeter half for the past 10 minutes. So, yeah, they've really been, well, dominating in a way for the past 10 minutes. As we can see here, ball is in close quarters, close to the Exeter try line. Cardiff Met looking to push forward, and they've got it down.
Wow, a massive dive there from Erin Jones.
Nicole Matterloo preparing to take the kick here. She'll be hoping that she can convert this one.
Well, that last try just showed how you have to just go for it. When you see an opportunity, you literally have to go for it.
And persevere.
Well, yeah, exactly.
If you don't get it, try and try again.
We're back to Nicole Marlowe giving a kick now, not Emily Joyce, yeah?
She hasn't got it that time, and the referee has signalled that that's the end of the half. The score at half time is Cardiff Met 10, Exeter 17.
I think we're left in quite a good place now going into the second half. I think Lisa Newton won't be saddened by that, but I think it's not brilliant, but it's not bad either.
Yeah. What do you think Lisa Newton will be telling the players now going at half time to try and get her team going?
Definitely use the wings more. We definitely need more. We need more creative play, I think, and we need to be able to predict what Exeter do with the ball.
Yeah.
Say something.
Yeah, they definitely will be. Cardiff Met will be looking to get back into this game. I'm delighted to be joined here by Maisie Davis, Wales under-18s and under-20s player. Maisie, what do you make of this game so far?
I think it was a brilliant end to the half. You know, we're within a try now for next half. We just need to meet players with the tackles. We're like standing off, but when we're sticking to what we know, which is our line out more, twice now it's got us into great positions where we've scored.
And what do you think your manager, Lisa Newton, will be telling the players at half time now to try and rile them up and hopefully come back into this game?
I think she'll just be trying to like keep them calm, stick to our process. We're giving away silly balls sometimes by like either kicking away possession, or we're just knocking them on. We just need to keep our pods up and keep the ball in hand, really.
And if you were playing in this game, I know that you're injured at the moment, but if you were playing in this game now, what would you be doing to try and have an impact on the game yourself?
Well, trying to break the defensive line, so getting over the defensive line and just cause a nuisance anyway, really.
Yeah, nice. And yeah, I just mentioned your injury now. Can you just talk a little bit about the injury and when are you hoping to get back into playing rugby again?
Yeah, well, I done it in pre-season, so about 7-8 weeks ago now, and been doing a lot of rehab recently, so I'm hoping to play next week in Edinburgh. So that's the aim.
Yeah, they'll definitely be hoping that you can get back as soon as possible. So yeah, I mentioned at the start that you've played for Wales under-18s and Wales under-20s. Can you just talk a little bit about that and how it felt to play for your country?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Rugby's always been like a big part of my life since a very young age, and just playing for them, it was just all them hard training sessions, them late training or early training sessions, was just all worth it when you're just on the field and you know how proud your family are.
Yeah, I know that you're in your first year at the moment, so it's quite a long time away. But what are your hopes for the future in rugby and professionally too?
Obviously, I want to be a often starter here at Cardiff Met and hopefully get into the Allianz, and Wales women is the end goal.
Yeah, and we mentioned a little bit on the commentary earlier that Seren Singleton and Amy Williams are in Dubai playing for the Wales Sevens. Are you hoping to do something similar over the next few years?
Oh, well, I'm not really a Sevens player myself, but obviously if that opportunity come up, I wouldn't say no. But the main aim is 15s.
Yeah, nice. And can you just talk a little bit about, so what course are you studying at the moment?
Sports coaching.
Sports coaching. Yeah. And do you think that helps you out on the pitch, just being a leader and then being able to kind of coach while you're on the pitch?
Yeah, well, I'm obviously always doing some sort of sport and learning different ways people work together, so it definitely helps.
Yeah, nice. And just before we get back into this second half now, what are you expecting from this match from a Cardiff Met perspective and also a Exeter perspective?
Well, I think the scoreline was very similar to the previous game, and second half we always come back stronger and we're a very fit team, so I do think we'll pull this one back.
Yeah, happy days, ideal. And we'll just mention there was a BBC News article talking about the concussion in the women's game, just basically trying to get more research for concussions in the women's game.
Yeah.
What do you make of that? I know that your captain, Isi Cantrell, she did an interview and trying to get more research for that. And yeah, do you think it's important?
Yeah, I definitely think it's really important. Like, I've heard of a lot of concussions, especially in the women's game, and I think just more research will just help prevent as many as there are at the minute.
Yeah, and just as a player, you just know that you're in safe hands. And also the fact that Cardiff Met are one of the pioneers for this. They're one of the front runners.
Yeah.
And yeah, how important and how does it make you feel to have the strong structure around you, and you know that you've got safe hands and you've got pioneers in the area?
Yeah, it's brilliant. There's always someone pushing whatever it is in the women's game, and you just know someone's always behind your back, and there's always a someone to go to help you.
Yeah, great. Ideal. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Maisie, enjoy the second half. Alright, we're just about to start the second half now. We can just see Exeter right now in the huddle. Kiki, you're back with me now. What do you think the Exeter manager is going to be telling their players right now?
I think to carry on and just, manipulate the game and take advantage of where they are, and take their lead and run with it, I think. Well, what else can you do? They've played so well so far. They've really dominated the game and controlled the tempo. What more could you ask from a team, really?
Yeah, definitely. We've seen Tilly Westwood. She's been pivotal to that team so far. Just the awareness, looking to play in behind as much as she can. So yeah, she's looking like a one to watch for this second half now. And we're just about to see Nicole Marlowe, Cardiff Mets, number 10.
Yeah,
looking to start the second half.
It's really interesting that you mentioned that Tilly Westwood is at number 10, because she actually replaced Lottie Dadds in that position, and Lottie Dadds had a real success rate there, because in their last game Exeter won 29-41 against Edinburgh. Lucy Dadds getting 6 converted kicks, 100% success rate in the game, so it's interesting that she's moved position now.
Great run there from Constance Clark, looking to gain some yards. Exeter looking to spread the ball, going direct towards the Cardiff Met defence. The Cardiff Met defence holding strong. As I say that, Exeter break through number 8, Orchard. Ball is out. Number 15 breaks through the lines, Lottie Dadds.
Exeter again taking the dominant stance, straight away into the game, adding some pressure straight away for Cardiff Met.
Yeah, they're on the front foot, aren't they? Really taking the game to Cardiff Met in this second half, as they finish the first half.
They look like they could pass with their eyes closed. They trust that somebody's there all the time. It's brilliant to see.
It seems like they're really on the same wavelength. The referee says that the ball went back there. Good work from number 12, Sophie Langford, breaking through the lines here. She's still got the ball, gets taken down by Cardiff Met. She'll be hoping that's a penalty to Exeter. Are they going to play quickly? Really, yes, they are.
Really good play there from Sophie Langford, really taking advantage of seeing those areas or gaps or weaker players maybe.
Looking to play forwards here. Boys spread out wide, they've got players on the left here. And the ball is out. She's dropped it. Has it gone backwards? Yes.
That was extremely lucky for Exeter.
They were in there, weren't they? They were in the corner, but they've still got possession of the ball. They're driving forwards.
That should have been an easy try for them there.
Oh, they've dropped the ball forwards. They will be really disappointed with that. We thought that it was a guaranteed try just a few seconds ago, but they've just dropped the ball there, just in front of the Cardiff Met try line.
Well, it just shows that, anything can happen in this game. There's so much pressure on everybody here. Can't tell what's going to happen next.
Yeah, we saw quite a few mistakes from both sides in that first half. It's kind of a a battle of who's going to make the fewer mistakes in a way. That's the team that's going to win at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a tough game because it's still pretty even Stevens. Again, the score's saying otherwise, but it feels pretty even Stevens from like the quality of play.
Nicole Marlowe clearing her lines. Oh, she'll be delighted with that kick.
Yeah, again, another silly mistake, you know?
Lottie Dad's not securing the ball there.
No.
She drops it forward and it's a line out to Cardiff Met.
Hopefully Cardiff Met have brushed up on their line out knowledge now in half-time from Lisa Newton and see how this plays out.
I think they had some success from the line-out, as we saw right at the start of the game, when Cardiff Met had a good line-out, a good maul, and they scored a try after 4 minutes. But since then, it's kind of been a bit more lacklustre. I don't think it's kind of worked out for them.
Yeah, no, we have to consider the weather and the temperature as well. You know, it's not raining, which is lucky, but it's absolutely freezing. That pitch must be rock hard.
Yeah, I am certainly cold
yeah,
in the gantry position, so yeah, I can't imagine how the players are feeling right now. Scrum for... Spreading the ball out here, deciding to kick the ball to Constance Clark. The ball is out here with number 15. She passes the ball, doesn't quite get into the hands of the other Exeter players. Good work from Cardiff Met going forwards, and they have regained possession of the ball. Nicole Marlowe looking to clear the ball, almost blocked by Exeter. That was very close.
Yeah, that was a bit of a scramble there.
But Exeter coming back into it, passing the ball out quickly. They've got numbers out on the left here. Can they get the ball out? The ball is out on the left-hand side. Quite close to the try line. Can they drive forwards?
Exeter, I think, how they differentiate from Cardiff Met is that they have constant support when somebody's trying to cut through a line.
Exeter penalty. Close to the Cardiff Met try line.
A tap and go there.
They're playing quickly. Can they get the ball over the line? But Cardiff Met are coming back. And they've gained possession of the ball. They'll be looking to try and clear the ball out. Interesting to see them running the ball out from this dangerous position, but it's working out for them so far.
Cardiff Met.
Nicole Marlowe clears it straight into the hands of the Exeter player who's looking to play forward. Lottie Dad's kicking the ball. She's chasing it herself. Good work there, good tackle from Lottie Dad's. Looking to get her team back on the front foot. Cardiff Met have regained possession again. It's a bit of a pinball game so far. Ball's going back and forth between both sides.
Oh, good fit there from Jess Rogers.
Everyone's all over each other here. The ball is out with Exeter closing towards the line. Good tackle, good work rate from Cardiff Met to get back into it.
They are working a bit faster in the second half. I'm realising they're a bit more on it on how they need to go into their phase of play.
Very tightly contested second half so far. Very physical game. Both teams putting some big hits on each other.
Yeah, this is very back and forth now. This is really intense.
I'm dizzy just watching it. It seems like the Cardiff Met player is down with an injury. That really shows how physical the game is.
Yeah, no, exactly. 4 players now have been down injured during this game, so there's plenty going on.
And when do you think Lisa Newton will be looking to make changes? Quite soon, or?
Hopefully quite soon. I really want to see Denai Mugabe come on because she's always an impact player. She loves a good tap and go as well onto the line, and she gets there every single time. It's brilliant to watch her play.
Yeah, we've seen her a few times this season, and every time she plays, she really looks to run with the ball and break through the lines. We can see her here, a replay of that. And you just mentioned her, Denai Mugabe there.
Oh, she moved there. She might be getting called up. Oh, exciting.
Hopefully,
fingers crossed.
That would be great to see a player coming back from injury and hoping to try and get a team back into this game.
Yeah.
But they're only 7 points behind, and there's plenty of time left to go in this game. 48 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, again, Denai Mugabe, I think she could really change the tempo of the game. She's got good rugby knowledge about game management as well. She knows how to read the game really well, and she's always a few steps ahead looking onto those gaps and stuff.
Yeah, good tracking back there from Cardiff Met there. Good defensive work. Yeah, and Denai Mugabe is a performance analysis student, so that definitely holds her in good stead too, that she can analyse her own game. The player that was down with an injury has gone off the pitch. Very unfortunate to see. And we can see that it is Denai Mugabe coming on.
Brilliant. No, I definitely think that I've got really good confidence she's going to completely change the tempo of the game.
Yeah, she's a very exciting player, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this game changes.
Yeah. As you can hear, she's a fan favourite.
She really is a fan favourite. Good kick there from Nicole Marlowe, and it's a Cardiff Met line out. It seems like she's got her confidence back with the kick in. I know she gave one kick to Emily Joyce, but now she seems to be saying, no, I'm kicking.
Yeah. No, good. She needs to hold on to that as well, because she has got good elements in her kicking as well. She gets coached by Eleanor Snowstill, so she's getting the advice from the best.
Poor line out from Cardiff Met, and Exeter regain possession again. Looking to push forwards. Good work from Anna Woodman, pushing forwards there, and she's gained some serious territory. Driving through the Cardiff Met tackle. Tilly Westwood kicking the ball in behind. Exeter chasing. Good tackle there from Constance Clark.
Yeah, good chase there.
Cardiff Met trying to run the ball out once again.
A few players calling for the ball.
We can hear the Exeter players communicating with each other, just telling each other to come across.
Yeah, hopefully that's something that Lisa Newton has really pushed for Cardiff Met to do in the second half as well, because they were a bit on the quieter side compared to Exeter in the first half.
Nicole Marlowe sending it long. Bit of a poor pass. Lottie Dadds looking to weave her way past the Cardiff Met defence there. Anna Woodman going straight towards the defence. Kick there in behind by Westwood once again. Lily Brand chasing for Cardiff Met. We can see the counterpart, number 14, also chasing the ball. Big hit there, sending Cardiff Met back. Have they still got the ball?
Yeah, I think that pass from Lily Brand there was a bit slow. I think it could have been a little bit faster. Then she lingered too much. Then we need to just clear the ball as soon as you can when you see an Exeter player coming towards you.
You can see another player down there after a big hit from Cardiff Met there.
Fourth Exeter player down now.
Injuries galore in this game so far.
So currently, if anybody's just joined us, the current score is Cardiff Met 10 and Exeter 17. Cardiff Met, unfortunately, on the bit of a losing side now, but we've had some fresh legs from Denai Mugabe on the pitch, and hopefully she can change up the game.
But Exeter have really got the best of the second half, haven't they? All the games been played in the Cardiff Met half, so Cardiff Met will be hoping that they can play some more in the Exeter half and really get back into this game. But as Keiki said there, Denai Mugabe, she's a really good player and a very exciting player to come onto the pitch and hoping to change things around. As we can see here, the replay, big hit there from Exeter, sending it back. Joining me here is Alex, also on the sports broadcast course with us, and you've been looking at the scores around the ground and also in different parts of the country. So, what can you tell us, Alex?
Well, it's been a brilliant day of sport here at Kincoid. I was lucky enough to be at the women's football earlier, where they took on Essex. It was a brilliant game. Essex went 4-0 up, however, 2 late goals from Cardiff Met teased a equaliser. They teased equalising, however they left a little bit too late. We've also had the men's volleyball here, which against UE, where Cardiff Met have just lost the first set, 26-24, but there's still a lot to play for there. The net over at the Archers Arena, there's the netball where at the Archers Arena, where there's a Cardiff clash taking place, which has just started. It's currently in the first quarter, so hopefully the Cardiff Met ladies there can get a result. But the big news is away from Kincoid, where the Cardiff Met water polo team travelled to Exeter, where a win would crown them champions of the Western Tier 1. They ended up winning the match 27-13, with Lewis Waite being crowned man of the match. Another shout out to Lucas Jones, who on his debut scored. Elsewhere, we've also had the women's volleyball, who travelled to Bournemouth and lost 3-0, but it's only early for them in the league, and they've got 2 big matches coming up in the next 2 weeks here at Kincoid. And finally, the men's hockey took on Bath Uni, where they lost 5-4, leaving them 3rd in the league.
Yeah, it does seem like a very exciting day of sports there, Alex. Thank you very much for that. I'll let you go for a second and Keiki can join back here. There's been a small break in play there with another... Oh, look at that picture. Two car sisters there on the screen. What a great picture that is, Keiki.
They've made it. Brilliant.
That's a bit of creativity.
Yeah.
And that's what we like to see at Cardiff Met, isn't it?
Yeah.
People
go the extra mile.
Yeah, going the extra mile, exactly. People being creative, having a bit of fun. And that's what it's all about here.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
Kincoid.
it's all about enjoying yourself.
It is. It is.
It's not about the winning.
It's all about the taking part.
Exactly. Okay, another scrum coming in.
Another scrum here, quite close to the Cardiff Met try line once again.
Yeah.
Cardiff Met will be hoping that they can get out of their half and hopefully play in Exeter's half at some point.
Yeah, hopefully, because we've been very Cardiff Met end heavy here.
Millie Twig putting the ball into the scrum. Exeter pushing forwards, the ball is out. They're trying to run the ball out. Good work there. Good work from Jess Rogers, the captain.
She tried to do a little bit of a dummy there.
Really leading by example and try and get a team out because... Denai Mugabe!
Absolute smash of a tackle there.
Denai Mugabe with a tackle, but I think that was a hard tackle, wasn't it? She got out extremely quick there.
I think that was quite a dangerous tackle as well. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets a card for it maybe, or hopefully just a talking to, but...
That was a very high tackle though. She really put some venom into that, didn't she?
Oh my goodness. Absolutely winded. I told you, Denai Mugabe is an absolute dangerous player. She's literally just showed that.
Yeah, we don't wish to see any player injured, but as we can see here, Denai Mugabe chasing the ball.
And the speed she comes in as well. I think the gum shield came flying out as well.
No mercy at all there.
Wow, she's definitely made a statement on this pitch.
It shows how powerful and how she wants to make an impact on the game. And yeah, that was a great introduction to the game for Denai Mugabe because She just came on about 10 minutes ago, and it's been very stop-start. And yeah, she's had a great impact on that game.
She's absolutely showed that she means business.
She's back. The Exeter player, Lottie Dads, she's back on her feet now.
Good.
So it's good to see that she's okay. Exeter line out once again. Evie Butcher preparing to put the ball in.
Oh, good line out there from Exeter.
Exeter looking to drive forwards once again. But good work from Cardiff Met. And Exeter coming back again now. Ball is at the back of the maul. Good tackle.
If I was Lisa Newton right now, I think I'd be getting a bit nervous about where we are in the game. We've only got about 21 minutes left, and I think we need to start getting some points now, Cardiff Met.
Exeter have got players out on the right hand side here. Another big hit there from Cardiff Met. Ball has been spread out. Constance Clark is free here on the right hand side, and Exeter have dropped the ball. It's back in Cardiff Met's hands.
Let's see how they use this now.
Rogers trying to take a team forwards. The ball is still in a dangerous position for Cardiff Met though, isn't it?
Yeah, but this has happened a few times, and fair play, Cardiff Met does hold on to the ball.
Denai McGarvey clearing away here, showing an extreme pace. But good tackle from Lottie Dads there to thwart her, but good work.
What a run.
Great work there from Denai McGarvey, getting a team out.
She's such a standout player.
I think she's my favourite player.
I definitely think that she's my favourite player as
well.
Good
work there from Lucy Isaac, breaking through the lines.
Yeah.
And Cardiff Met have really got themselves out here.
Yes.
Good work. Ball is out from number 14, Lily Brand.
We're seeing them playing out wide more now, Cardiff Met, which is, and it's look where we are now. We're away from our end of the pitch. We're onto Exeter's now, so we need to continue this play.
This is the first time in this half that Cardiff Met have got to Exeter's half. So this is promising signs. Yeah. Can Cardiff Met make something of this now? Exeter pushes Marlow back.
And it was Denai McGarvey that caused that drive as well, so we need to just continue that momentum and be on Denai McGarvey's level.
Try and get the ball out to her as much as they can, utilise her.
Yeah, you can see she's waiting for it, she's calling for it as well.
Good work, breaking through the lines again.
Oof.
Lucy Isaac trying to gain some ground. The ball is out with Anwen Owen also driving forward.
Exeter still getting a few good tackles in though.
This will be a really test of the Exeter defence now. Ball is still in and around in close quarters here. But Cardiff Met are closing towards the Exeter try line. Can they make something of this? Ball is there. Have Cardiff Met got the ball down? The referee said so. And Cardiff Met are back in the game.
Finally, yeah, no, really good. They'll be really chuffed with that. That was a brilliant phase of play.
Yeah, it was just pushing forwards.
Yeah, well, they said that they wanted to make a multi-phase attack, and they definitely have.
It really shows what a difference players like Denai McGarvey and players like Lucy Isaac just breaking through the lines can do, because just a few passes we can see a replay of the try being played in quite close quarters here, and Cardiff Met just getting the ball over the line there.
They're chuffed. They look tired, but they're chuffed.
Nicole Marlow preparing to take the kick just in front of the post here.
Yeah, fingers crossed she can get this one, because that'll make all the difference in the points for Cardiff Met. They'll be back in the game, like safely back in the game.
Can she put Cardiff Met level on points with Exeter in this crucial stage of the game?
Oof.
She gets it.
Yes. Brilliant.
Nicole Marlowe manages to get another 2 points for Cardiff Met, and that means the score is Cardiff Met 17, Exeter 17. We're back level, Kiki.
Oh, it's literally anyone's game. Exeter were the underdogs, but maybe, I mean, there's been a turnaround, and maybe Cardiff Met are the underdogs in this game now. It's brilliant to see.
I was really starting to worry for Cardiff Met when they were 5-17 down, but they really got themselves back into the game, and it shows that they've got a great mentality.
Yeah. I don't know how they've done it, but they've done it extremely well.
And they'll be hoping to go for the win now.
Yeah, they've definitely widened up their play on the pitch. The opening up the space when they've got the ball and being more attacking rather than acting defensively. Because you can't act defensively and drive at the same time. So, no, whatever Lisa Newton said at half-time, it definitely worked.
In terms of possession, though, I think Exeter have got the best of possession so far.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though, it doesn't really matter about possession.
Yeah.
It matters what you do when you're in those vital stages of the pitch.
Yeah.
And Exeter have had their chances so far this half.
Yeah, and
couldn't quite capitalise.
Exactly. I think that's what Cardiff Met are realising now, is that they have to take the chances when they come, and even if that does mean trying your chances and trying to smash through a player like Denai Mugabe does, you've got to try, because you never know, it might work.
Yeah, it's about those mind games sometimes, isn't it?
Definite.
And just showing that you're really up for it. And I can sense that Cardiff Met are really up for this now. Again, chasing the ball, but good work from Woodman.
Yeah.
Picking the ball up.
Maybe one of the elements was that Exeter became a bit too complacent. They were too comfortable, and that's when cracks started to show, and then that's where Cardiff Met can manipulate the game.
Oh, a penalty one for Cardiff Met. We heard the crowd getting really riled up there and celebrating.
Yeah, this is exactly what Cardiff Met need at that losing stage of the game. That's where the fans come in and they really make the difference.
Yeah, the crowd are really getting going now, and just a reminder for everyone listening and watching, we've got another game, so a double header this afternoon. So the men's team are playing later on, and that's been live streamed on Cardiff Met Sport TV, so make sure that you tune in for that. And the fans are definitely going to be up for that one too, as they are for this game.
Yeah, it's another promising, really exciting game as well.
It's a great day of rugby. I'm really in the
I'm really into this
spirit.
Yeah.
Rugby spirits and Christmas spirits too.
Yeah, brilliant. What a combo.
Cardiff Met are regain possession of the ball. They've got players out on the left-hand side here. Are they looking to play quickly? No, they're going direct towards the Exeter defence. Nicole Marlowe spreads it out to Anwen Owen.
Playing wide. See, we're benefiting from playing wide, and we can literally see it happening right now.
Yeah, Maisie Davis said before the game that that's what they were trying to work on in training, the 6-phase play.
Yeah, maybe they just needed a bit of a reminder at half-time, but now something's clicked and they're going for it.
The Archers breaking through the lines again. They're looking really dangerous here.
And to think that Cardiff Met are losing key players as well, this is a brilliant comeback for Cardiff Met.
It is. Penalty to Cardiff Met in a dangerous position. Let's see what they're going to do here. Are they going to go for the post, or are they going to go for the corner? Denai Mugabe with the ball. She picks it up, goes quickly. She drops the ball, but the referee says that it's gone backwards. And Exeter gain possession of the ball here.
Oh, that was a 3-person drive there from Exeter. Feeling the pressure, maybe.
Could be. Do you think Exeter will be looking to slow things down a bit now? Because the Archers, Cardiff Met, have really got their tails up, haven't they?
Yeah, this is a tough one, because I think something's clicked with Cardiff Met, and then we've had a switching play, a switching tempo. Denai Mugabe on that pitch has really created like a standard here now for Cardiff Met, and maybe it's caused Exeter to lose the control of tempo, because it's not the same Exeter team that we saw in the first half so far. Anyway,
it's going to be interesting to see if Exeter are going to make a few changes now in this second half, and hopefully change the course of the game, because even though the score is level 17-all, it looks like Cardiff Met are on top now.
Yeah, and both teams need the points to stay in a safe place in the league.
Exeter driving forwards there. Great work from their forwards. Coming towards the halfway line. Spreading the ball. Breaking through the lines. Clark is free on the right hand side. She's running towards the line. What can she do here? She's broken through. She's through here. And she puts it down.
What a dangerous player, Clark.
Clark breaks through a few of the Cardiff Met tackles and she's scored.
You know, maybe that was a retaliation of like, no, we have not lost this game. We're back in it. We're still in it and we're still a dangerous team.
Really against the run of play there, but Clark just with extreme pace there. And I don't know about you, but I think maybe the Cardiff Met defence could have done a bit better.
Yeah, I think we should have followed the line more, followed the ball. Well, I mean, their pace of play was quite fast there, so it might have been quite hard to keep up with, but maybe we should have been able to predict it better.
As we can see here, Exeter spreading the ball quickly out to Clark. Plenty of Cardiff Met players around her, but she breaks the tackle and manages to put the ball down.
And she had support throughout as well, just in case something did go wrong, and there was gaps for them to run through as well. So, no, they're thinking of the job at hand, but they also have backup if they need it, which is brilliant to see from the Exeter side.
Yeah, she was extremely determined to get the try there. Exeter, unfortunately for them, missed the conversion, but that means the
lucky
score.
For Cardiff.
Lucky for Cardiff Met, yeah. Score is Cardiff Met 17. Exeter 22 with 68 minutes on the clock. We have seen a few stoppages, but yeah, 10 minutes on the clock.
Hopefully they don't get disheartened now. We have to keep up the motivation and the tempo of play now from Cardiff Met.
Yeah, we've seen Cardiff Met come back twice. Well, yeah. So far this game. So yeah, they can certainly do that again.
It's easy to lose morale after the opposition scores a try. So we'll have to keep up the tempo.
But they always say that you're most vulnerable after you score a try, though.
Exactly.
Exeter come forwards again. They'll be hoping that Cardiff Met don't find their way back into the game and they can just secure this game and go back to South Devon happy. They decide to clear their lines. Good kick there. Oh!
Really unlucky there.
Natalia Barnes unfortunately drops the ball there. It was a good kick, wasn't it? But maybe she lost eyesight of the ball.
Yeah, these things happen. It's the way you bounce back that's important.
Bit of a lapse of concentration, maybe.
Yeah, maybe she was thinking ahead instead of what the task at hand.
But Exeter can really slow this game down. They're 5 points up.
Yeah, they'll definitely try and take control back. But I think we need to use the wings more, and we need to give the ball to Denai Mugabe. I think that might be a bit repetitive to say, but she's definitely an impact player, and that's why she's on the pitch playing for the firsts. No, she can definitely make or break a game, basically.
One thing I will say is the first half was very stop and start, but I think this second half's been a lot more entertaining, hasn't it?
Yeah, they're using the balls. When they've got possession, they're using it.
Good work there from Orchard, trying to break through the lines. Ball is out. Georgia Barker. Lottie Dad's getting tackled there. Good offload. Cardiff Met's defence staying stern here. Good pass. Oh.
I think we need some more people out. We need to watch the wings.
Two of the Cardiff Met players trying to get her down there, working together.
Yeah, but there's plenty of gap there next to Lily Brand.
Exeter have got players out on the right hand side, but they decide that they're going to go down the left, and they've dropped the ball, and it's back in Cardiff Met's hands.
That was a good steal. Rosie Carr there with a good steal.
Nicole Marlowe clears it. But Denai Mugabe chases it here. Can she get there? Not quite. Good work from Lottie Dads there to run back and gain possession of the ball.
Good effort though, as in even though Denai Mugabe didn't get there, it's really good to put the pressure on as well.
Yeah, it's a real sign of what she wants to do and the impact that she wants to get from this match today.
Exactly.
We can see there Di Young, 2 former Cardiff rugby coaches there.
One Di Young for British Lions there, as you can see on the monitor, but they're having really deep discussions there about what's going on the pitch. They probably can't believe as well how this game's going, as in it's even Stevens again.
It is.
It's a tough one to call.
I've certainly been entertained.
Yeah, same. It's been a really entertaining game. Another Exeter player down, yeah? After the tackle from Denai Mugabe, maybe?
I think so. That was a very hard tackle once again, wasn't it?
Yeah, she's an absolute machine.
She gets out really quickly, doesn't she?
Yeah, there's no slowing down when she's on that race for the ball.
We can see there Lisa Newton again. What do you think she'll be thinking at this stage of the game?
I think she'll think that it's too close. I think that it's a risky game. It feels there's an element of danger in this game. There's so much on the line as well. I think that she'll just think that it's too close for her liking.
But do you think Cardiff Met need to take a few risks now at this stage of the game?
Oh, definitely. And I think that's definitely what we're seeing from Denai Mugabe. She's just chasing the ball. She's following the ball wherever it's going across the pitch. We need more of that.
At this stage of the game, the players need to try and make things happen.
Yeah, it's all about adding pressure and then causing Exeter hesitation.
Another line out for Exeter on the left hand side of the pitch.
When they were there earlier, and it was a brilliant line out.
They'll be hoping for the same again now.
Yeah, exactly.
Ball is out with Cardiff Met.
Steal.
That was not a good line out from Exeter.
No. But then again, Cardiff Met saw the chance and they took it.
Yeah. Good work there from Cardiff Met, driving forward.
Good support there as well.
The Archers have got players out on the left-hand side. Can they get the ball out to them quickly?
I think we need a... Wow.
Exeter regained possession after Cardiff Met dropped the ball. The ball is kicked in behind there. And the ball has gone straight out of play. Good idea there from the Exeter player, but didn't quite work out for her there.
Didn't quite get there. I think what I'm noticing from Cardiff Met as well, their defensive line looks quite similar to their attacking line, and that shouldn't be the case. There should be much more depth there when they're attacking, to have further support further back after a tackle. I think we need to see more of that. I think we need to see a physical change in their lines when they're playing.
That's something that Eleanor Snowsill and the head coach Lisa Newton will be working on in training for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Because you can see the physical line change in Exeter.
Rosie Carr preparing to put this ball into the line out. They'll be hoping for a good one now. It's not quite what they wanted. But the referee says that Exeter knocked the ball on. So it's a scrum for Cardiff Met just on the halfway line here.
Brilliant. We've got 5 minutes left on the clock. And if you're joining us now, the score is 17 to Cardiff Met and 22 to Exeter. Cardiff still unfortunately on the losing side.
But Cardiff know that if they get a try and a conversion, they'll be ahead in this game. So
exactly, that's all it's take. That's as close as this game is.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, no.
The Cardiff Met fans trying to get their team going once again. Komalu passing it quickly there out to Anwen Owen.
That was a good play because there wasn't a clear structure there in Exeter's line. They were all a bit scrambled in the middle, so it was worth trying to break the line there.
Emily Joyce getting brought down there. Molly Thomas.
Brilliant, good support.
Oh, good work there, good passing from Cardiff Met.
Yeah, Lucy Isaacs there.
Cardiff Met have got players either side. They've gone direct, straight towards the Exeter defence. Cardiff Met in a dangerous position here. They'll be looking for a positive outcome, but
unlucky.
Holding on at an Exeter penalty. That was a very promising position for Cardiff Met.
That could have been a really good chance for them to get back into the game.
They had to make the most of that, but unfortunately, penalty to Exeter. She kicks it. Has that gone out? Yeah, it has. Just got there. It was close.
I mean, we did see really good play there, though. When Cardiff Met has speed and they can play really fast. They've got really fast passes and they can be really switched on at times, and that's where they're really dangerous on the pitch. We need to see more of that. I think they're getting a bit fatigued and they can't keep up the speed of play as well.
Yeah, when Cardiff Met really get the ball going and they pass the ball quickly, they look excellent, don't they?
Yeah. They look really professional and they look like they're in control of the game.
They just need to make those good things happen more often. They need to be more consistent. But I think Nicole Marlowe, she's been really good at doing quick offloads and trying to get a team going.
Yeah, definite. But trying to hold the team spirit up there is what's hard to do.
I might ask you to start thinking about your player of the match.
Oh, I think you all know who I'm going to choose.
I don't know.
I've been talking about it all game. Denai Mugabe, come on.
She's only been on the pitch for half an hour.
Impact player.
Another penalty for Exeter. Cardiff Met will certainly be frustrated with the fact that they're conceding quite a few penalties now.
Yeah, definite.
Exeter haven't managed to kick the ball into touch. The ball is out to Nicole Marlowe. She passes it quickly. Rogers gets tackled. But the Exeter defence holding strong here. There's not much space for Cardiff Met to get in behind. They need to try and get a few passes, quick passes together to try and get past them. Good work from Rosie Carr, trying to get a team forward. Not many players on the left-hand side for Cardiff Met. She decides to go on the right side.
Number 8, Jess Rogers, has looked quiet on the pitch, but she's definitely made an impact. She's really shown as a captain that she can lead and show the rest of the players what's expected of them.
Good pass there out to Katie Mackay. Not much time left on the clock. Nicole Marlowe kicks it, and it's gone out of touch for a Exeter line out. But the referee has gone back for a penalty to Cardiff Met. So that was kind of a free play there for Cardiff Met, and a good decision for Nicole Marlowe, because you never know what can happen from a little kick like that, grubber kick.
Yeah, and I have to say as well, I think the refereeing has been quite good as well. I haven't noticed any controversial choices or anything like that, or anything I haven't really agreed with. No, but so far I think the ref has done a really good job.
The referee's really let the game flow, hasn't he?
Yeah, really appropriate choices of during gameplay as well.
Molly Reardon looking to play quickly. Good tackle from Exeter, big hit. The clock has hit 80 minutes here. There's not much time left. What can Cardiff Met do?
Yeah, they really need to pull out of the bag now.
But the Exeter defence are holding out strong.
Yeah, you can hear the crowd now as well. They're really urging for Cardiff Met to get this last try and conversion in now.
Yeah.
They have to hold on to possession.
Good work there, breaking through the lines there.
Lucy Isaac there trying to support.
Can the crowd get the team going? The crowd are chanting. Cardiff Met are closing towards the Exeter line here.
Denai Mugabe coming in to support there. Urging for the ball.
She's looking eager to get the ball.
Yeah, they're throwing.
The ball is out there on the right-hand side.
Throwing absolutely everything at this last effort now.
Can Cardiff Met get it over the line here? Good tackle from Exeter. Lily Brand is free on the left-hand side. They've gone direct.
They have to keep possession. And at these points is where Cardiff Met has usually slipped.
They're still going towards the try line. Can they get it down? Lily Brand is free on the left-hand side. Are they going to go direct? Yes, they have. But the referee says that it's held up.
Oh, that's good thing.
Good, really good work there from the Exeter defence.
It's a bit of a shame that it's at the end of the game.
That's a bit of a missed chance for Cardiff Met, isn't there? Because
really unfortunate.
Lily Brand was free on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
If they got the ball to her...
Yeah, Maisie Davis doesn't agree either. really urging for Cardiff Met to get that last try in there. It's the way the game goes, you know. It doesn't always go your way. But I think they should be really proud of that last effort there.
Yeah, they persevered, tried to get over the line on that occasion, didn't quite work out for them. I'm not sure how much time there is left on the clock. It says 80 minutes. Bit of a poor kick there from Exeter, and it's a scrum here in a very dangerous position.
Oof. Yeah, Cardiff Met are going to have to throw everything at this one now. It's now or never, really, isn't it?
It's a real battle, the forwards now. Maisie Davis said before the game that they've got strong forwards. Well, this is a real test.
Yeah. Again, if Exeter win this one, they'll put them neck and neck with Loughborough in third place with 20 points.
There's a lot to play for.
Yeah, they'll be getting closer and closer to Cardiff Met's lead then on the league table.
Exeter making 3 changes here in the pivotal stages of the game. The substitutes are really looking like they're up for it, and they're coming into it on a pivotal stage. 3 changes to the forward line here.
Well, sometimes it's a good thing to have fresh legs on the pitch, but sometimes it isn't either, because they haven't had a chance to have a run around and warm up as well. Their muscles might be stiff, and who knows how this one's going to play out. But
it's hard coming into a very tightly contested game, because usually it takes time to get used to it.
Yeah.
So now we'll see what they're made of.
Exactly.
The ball is put into the scrum.
Yeah, scrum's gone down.
That'll be another scrum for Cardiff Met.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Little mistakes like that, because they're new, fresh players. They haven't had the chance to really get into the game yet. Really nervous faces from the Met coaches there as well. Everyone's feeling the pressure.
The ball is out here. Can they get it down? They're closing towards the line here. Good work.
Straight into the post.
The Archers have still got the ball quite close to the try line. Can they get it down? Yes! They have!
Fantastic.
They have got it down.
Brilliant effort there from Cardiff Met.
Cardiff Met will be absolutely delighted that they managed to get the ball down here. And that means the score is Cardiff Met 22, Exeter 22. And this conversion, Heiki, is absolutely vital.
It just shows hard work pays off.
Hard work pays off indeed. Perseverance. And this kick now from Nicole Marlowe is pivotal.
She hasn't had a massive success rate with the kicks today, so this one is absolutely crucial.
She'll be feeling the pressure.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
It's all about being able to handle the pressure and being able to deal with it.
Can't hear a single crowd noise right now, but out of letting the kicker
Kincod campus
take
is
their time.
Completely quiet.
Yeah.
We're all eagerly waiting for the Nicole Marlowe kick here. Can she put Cardiff Met in the lead in this clash?
In the zone, full concentration. Let's hope she gets it.
And she gets it! Nicole Marlowe puts Cardiff Met in the lead. Cardiff Met 24, Exeter 22. There's not much time left, but Nicole Marlowe could have ended up winning the game for the Archers there.
What a comeback for Cardiff Met. The third time they've done that now. They're winning from behind. It's brilliant.
They are mentality monsters.
What a game of rugby.
Exeter come forward.
They need to reform their defensive line quickly now, Cardiff Met. A tight one.
This will be a real test of the Cardiff Met defence now.
Yeah.
Can she kick the ball into touch? She has managed to do it.
Right.
They've got a line out now in a very dangerous position.
Yeah.
The tables have turned.
Good
now,
kick from Cunningham there.
Now it's Exeter's chance to
Yeah.
put the Archers defence under pressure. And we can see here the Cardiff Met crowd really trying to get their team on and trying to get them over the line.
You can't call it. This is just the suspense. The suspense is immense.
I feel like I've had about 10 coffees today, not gonna lie. I'm full of beans. Exeter looking to drive forwards here, but good work from the Cardiff Met defence, thwarting her. Can they drive forwards?
Yeah, I think more girls need to join the drive. Maybe at least one more.
The boys, but the boys
Exeter,
right in the middle.
All of Exeter's getting involved.
Cardiff Met really need to push Exeter back here. There's bodies everywhere there. I'm not sure where the ball is, but I think Exeter's still driving forward. Exeter will be delighted if they get the ball down.
Yes.
And Cardiff Met have regained possession of the ball.
Fantastic.
They will be extremely happy with that. Oh, it's a scrum.
They need to dig deep now. Gain possession of the ball. Clear it.
The players need to compose themselves.
Yeah. Don't let the pressure get too much for them either. As you might be able to hear, Cardiff Met chants there. Loads of support for the girls.
It's great to see. Scrum here quite close to the Cardiff Met trial and very important period of the game. Can they get it out? They have! And the referee signals that time is up in this clash. That means that the final score is Cardiff Met 24, Exeter 22. Cardiff Met were under the cosh for large parts of this game, but they've managed to really galvanise themselves and get back into this game. And there's loads of happy faces at King Coy campus tonight.
I think there's so much to take away from that game here. We were so back and forth. I mean, loads of advantages, loads of mistakes. As in, I think that game had absolutely everything.
It did. It absolutely did. Whilst Cardiff Met will be ecstatic, Exeter will be disappointed because...
I mean, as we can see there, both teams are really appreciating that was such a good game of rugby, both congratulating each other on how brilliantly that game went. Brilliant display of rugby there.
Brilliant game. I've really enjoyed that. And Cardiff, that means that Cardiff Met have extended their lead at the top. Hartsbury are still second in the league.
Yeah.
But, as we can see there, Cardiff Met kicking the ball out of play and everyone coming towards each other.
Molly Reardon getting rid of that ball really quickly there.
We can really see the camaraderie from the team there. And everyone coming together and absolutely ecstatic with that win.
Lisa Newton's mood would have been up and down. The mood would have been really up and down there over in the subs area.
We can just see the Cardiff Met and Exeter huddle now. I think both team talks are going to be slightly different. One team is going to be really happy, another team's going to be really disappointed. But saying that though, Exeter really put a strong fight and they're both really good sides.
Yeah.
We can see here the winning try from Cardiff Met, just driving forwards. Great work there from Rogers, the captain.
Exactly, showing why she's captain as well. She completely drove that ball, saw the gap, got in there.
Really leading by example, and
exactly. I don't think that Exeter need to be disappointed by the display of rugby either. They did a fantastic job. They were really dominant for majority of the game. They really showed that they were underdogs and that they were dangerous. They were a real threat to Cardiff Met.
I think what's exciting too is that Cardiff Met have got loads of players missing. They've got Seren Singleton away in Dubai. They've got Amy Williams also away in Dubai with the Wales 7 team. Maisie Davis thinks she'll come back next week. EC Cantarella too.
Yeah, exactly, and they adapted and they overcame that as well. They were brilliant. They really did adapt to the game, and they played as one. I think it took them a long time. It took them the whole of the first time to find their groove and stuff, but they definitely found it by the second half.
Yeah, 100%. We can see now the Cardiff Met players running towards the fans there, and the fans really cheering them on. They will be delighted.
Yeah, well, they were a really important part of this game as well, the fans. They had to keep morale going, and at some point it was a losing game for Cardiff Met, but the fans really kept the morale going for Cardiff Met.
Yeah, at some parts in the game I was really worried that Cardiff Met weren't going to come into this game, especially in the first half, but they really showed some grit and determination to get back into the game, and yeah, they managed to get an excellent victory.
Definitely. I think they've got a lot that they could take away from this game as well. Yeah, I think they should look at some of the examples that Exeter showed and try and develop their play more.
Yeah, Exeter can certainly be happy with their performance too. I'm about to be joined now by the Cardiff Met head coach Lisa Newton. Lisa, first of all, congratulations on the win. How happy are you with that performance?
Listen, buzzing. The girls did a really great job. I think there was some good learning to come from this. I think that we made some mistakes, but our reactions to the mistakes we made, I think there's something really special growing within this team, and I'm really proud of the girls' performance tonight. Yeah,
because in some parts of the game today, they were down, and then they looked like they weren't going to come back into this game, but they showed some grit and determination. How big is camaraderie in this team, and the togetherness and the mental toughness?
It's absolutely huge, and you get that from games that are competitive. You get that by being challenged together and problem solving, and I'm really pleased. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a perfect performance, but in terms of the mentality and the mindset, they knew they were going to win. They did. They really did. And I'm really proud of that.
And then just looking ahead to the next game against Edinburgh next week.
Yeah.
What are you going to work on in training? Is there anything specifically that you thought that wasn't as good maybe today? I know it was a great win and they played really well, but do you think there's something that could be improved to try and beat Edinburgh next week?
Hey, listen, I'd be a fool not to mention our line-outs, and we will go again. And we're trying a new system, which is hard to embed, and there's going to be changes. So yeah, really pleased. But line-outs will have to be looked at. But scrummaging made up for it. So yeah. And
how important were the white players today? We really saw some great work from Nicole Marlowe there. How important is her? And also Denai Mugabe coming on and making a real impact.
I mean, I asked her for physicality, and she definitely brought that today, to be fair to her. No, from Nicole's perspective, for somebody who hasn't sort of had a long history playing rugby, she's doing a fantastic job of controlling the game and putting us in the right areas. And I think her confidence is growing with each performance. I love seeing how she's developing, and what also happened today is we got found a new 9 as well. Do you know what I mean? So we're growing not just that 15, but the squad.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much, Lisa. I'll let you go and celebrate that victory. Brilliant. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
That was an excellent game of rugby there between Cardiff Met and Exeter. Cardiff Met coming out on top 24-22. Just a reminder, we've also got another game coming up. The men's are playing later on, and we'll be live broadcasting that later on. So make sure that you tune in to that. This was a Cardiff Met sports production. So yeah, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the match. Julep, julep,
You did really, really well.
Sits all the Gnabry.
This was slow.
They've all scored you.
Yeah. It was a really good game.
So ti'n neud hynna o adra?
I know, well, I wasn't that young at that time. I didn't know who he was, and I thought, I
Steph ti'n bob man, Jesus.
We got rash.
Steph ti'n please come into your eyes.
I was telling Lisa, I was like, you can't script it. Yeah.